What table are we on?
There we go. Okay. Oh, right. What table are we on is a great question. Let's get. I can put that into the chat.
A most excellent question.
Boop. Boop. In the
Since
adventure
we're
chat.
sharing old internet shit.
Oh, speaking of old internet shit, right? No memeing. No memeing. We're in game time now.
Now you're gonna make us do it more.
Memes are outlawed in Strahd's domain.
This is bullshit.
Courtyard.
Yeah.
That's
And
a
welcome.
crazy map.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Oh,
we got a
God.
lot to talk about.
Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about. Don't worry. It'll all make sense soon.
So DM.
Yes,
So
sir.
DM. Where do babies come from?
Well, you see, there's
Castle Ravenloft.
Castle Ravenloft.
the birds and the bees.
Mm-hmm. Get the wiggles out now, gang. Get the wiggles out now. Let's get it.
They're never gonna be out. You know it.
I know it. Y'all just a bundle of wiggles. All right.
Fruit salad, yummy.
Okay, I'm here. Sorry. I've already been 5 hours deep, so just I apologize ahead of time.
You got this.
That's a measurement.
Welcome.
That's really far deep.
Last time. Welcome back. Last time. Lots happened. Our heroes recently went off to Argynvosshalt in the search of the Amulet of Ravenkind, and were greeted with a horrific lineup of revenants that, kicked your butts a little bit. You figured it out, you got away, and found out that the revenants were consumed with hatred and pain and had lost sight of the light that had once been in their souls. One revenant in particular asked you, please help us restore this light to the revenant so they can rest easily. We need to recover the skull of Argynvost and bring it back to Argynvosshalt so that the revenants can rest at peace, and they'll give you the amulet. The skull is at Castle Ravenloft, and through some trickery and otherworldly shenanigans, things happened, and by the time you guys got back, a missive, a letter had arrived inviting the four of you to Castle Ravenloft for dinner with Strahd. We spent some time in the church. V got unstupidified, so back up to power, but had become disconnected from the Book of Vile Darkness in that in her period of stupidity. Jalin died in there somewhere completely, but gave his life to Christ. I mean to Cyrena, and was reborn as a paladin of the open skies. Well, with one level of paladin, I should say. You don't have a subclass yet. And now here we are. Finally, we packed up. We got on the carriage. Charles bringing out the wagon. After a stirring speech, the people of Barovia were like, "Nope, we're not going to do that. That sounds like a good idea, but we're not going to go rebel just right now. That sounds a little suicidal, but you planted the seeds and journeyed off towards Castle Ravenloft. It is a long ride in the carriage, during which everybody gets a long rest, so make sure you've added that if you need it. Along the way, creatures were watching and lurking in the woods, but nothing would dare approach you. And one exciting event happens along the way, and that is that V, during our long rest, wanted to reattune to the book. So, we'll address that really quick, and then we'll arrive at the castle, which is, after a few minutes of attuning and working with it, there is just this sort of crack of thunder and this hissing and sucking sound as V, in the carriage next to you guys, like smoke starts to peel off of her body, her fit cheeks start sinking in. Kahn, make a perception check.
Okay. We'll just say I'll put a perception to the boys and lady. Pretty great, kitten. That's a 23, actually.
23, serious?
Yes, 23.
Nice, awesome. With modifiers, the
I
roll.
told you, kitten.
Yeah, with modifiers, the roll contested was a 20. So, You're good. As all of this is happening to V, you're still wearing your animated armor, and you feel it sort of twitch toward the sword, but you like in a reactive motion. But you catch the motion too fast. You are currently in control of the armor, so this was like a knee-jerk reaction. It doesn't act, but it wants to, unless.
That's new. That's very new.
As the smoke kind of falls away, V, what's the state of you at the end of this? What are you looking like?
You know, just me, but emaciated.
Oh.
Now I look about 40 pounds less than I did before, specifically.
Well, damn.
Specifically.
Kahn pokes at you like, are you, good?
Yes, I feel powerful.
Do you need a potato?
Why? Yes.
Oh. Didn't expect that. Okay, hold on. Just hold, please. I have to find one.
Any other food anybody has?
I got some beef jerky.
Jerky.
Let me look.
Here's
Um,
Yup. Num 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 num.
No.
let me look. Let me look. I still got them.
Don't say corn.
I got exquisite cheese.
Cheese, give it to me, please.
I will give you the cheese.
You know, V, when I started this interaction, I did not expect this at all. This caught me very much off guard. So, props to you.
Everyone just has food on them.
I just didn't think she would be hungry. I thought she'd be like, oh yeah, I'm V. Darkness, I hate you.
I got some tasty herbs too.
Yes, are you like asking me if you want them, or are you showing them to me?
Do you want them?
If they're in your hand, I'm gonna snatch them away.
Oh,
Everything.
God.
I will devour everything you guys
Hungry.
give me.
All right.
Damn, she hungry.
Crap. Okay, well, you've got like 3 potatoes. I have no more potatoes. Wow, guys,
Got a
I didn't
cheese
realize
grill.
I was that good of a potato cook, but
Would seem our book has had some new effects on V, different from before. More to be discovered as we go along. But around this time, as V is chomping on potatoes and herbs and jerky and cheese, and everybody's kind of like, what the fuck? The carriage rounds a corner. The valley of Barovia is broken up by huge columns of stone, giant mountains on either side, and dark mist. The sun is already set, so it is getting dark, and it is, the last little bits of light from sundown are quickly disappearing. And as we come around a corner, you see off in the distance, way up high in the sky, Castle Ravenloft, a huge monumental castle, massive, built atop 1,000-foot pillars of stone and rock. Around it are hundreds of other pillars of stone jutting up into the sky like teeth, guiding away to it, and there's switchbacks all the way up the mountain that the carriage will spend the next hour or two.
As we're
Go ahead.
As we're going up to this palace, I'm like, oh, well, we built it pretty big, and you know what that means. He's probably compensating for stopping. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean?
Compensating for lack of good cheese.
I was thinking
Maybe
like a mother's love
A
or like a
cheese?
father's love.
Oh, definitely that. Definitely that.
Yeah, it's getting me very much my parents didn't love me vibe, especially right here.
Yeah. Seems like he'd be going when I was once a young boy, and then some of you might know how that goes.
Did your father take you into the city to see a marching band?
No, my dad didn't do that. My parents tried to kill me. Actually, it was a family ritual. That was part of the training.
For my family.
Lovely family.
I mean, they wanted to make sure I didn't die.
Well, I was about to say, at least you had
didn't.
families. I didn't have one. Ever.
I can take you through the ritual if you'd like one day.
No, I think I'll be fine without it. I turned out just fine.
I mean, you said you wanted a family, so here's a family, but whatever, fine, you don't want me family, it's cool.
Well, no, I haven't said I wanted
No,
a
it's
family.
good, it's good. Don't worry, cool.
Never had a family.
Nope, I didn't offer anything, I just gonna look out the carriage.
The bickering continues. I nearly forgot that our cyborg friend is along for the ride. Esmeralda.
Oh, yeah, there's her.
Yep. She's kind of sitting up on top of the carriage, away, rolling her eyes. For duration, like these.
Why are you
idiots.
up there?
She
That's
should
literally
not-
the easiest place to see someone. Stupid.
No one seems to
She
mind
also
between
should not be
us.
surprised at our antics.
She also turns invisible.
We're not trying to hide.
Kahn doesn't remember that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Fun,
You remember that.
things?
Kahn doesn't remember that she turns invisible.
Yeah, this is really amusing. After all of my preparation for this, I look at my map and I see the letter J written here as if it means something. And no J in the book, so I don't know what that means. So it doesn't mean anything for ours.
Wow.
The carriage, after several hours up the switchbacks, finally makes its way to the 2 guard towers leading to a drawbridge across to the walls of stone. The walls, I believe, are 90 feet high. Yep, and the guard tower is nearly as high as well. I'm gonna have to
Why
ask
are
you
we
guys.
extra tiny?
Yep, you guys are gonna have to work with me on this because we have some interesting things to deal with. Castle Ravenloft is built on an isometric map, and our lovely friends at Wizards of the Coast decided to make the squares 10 foot, not 5 feet. So that means when you're on a square, there's 4 possible locations you could be on. The 4 corners of it. All right. And I tested it out. I played with it an awful lot. It does make sense, and it will be fine. We'll figure it out. I plead with you guys to have patience and help me figure it out. But I didn't see a reasonable way to recreate 12 maps with in it to be top-down view with 5-foot squares. I just couldn't do that. So
Okay, so those squares, we just have 4 possible places we could be.
yeah, each of the 4 corners, and you
Okay.
can, adjust your character.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
it looks pretty good when you clump a bunch of them together. I did a lot of testing on this, so I think it'll work.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
It does mean
Yeah,
you're extra
absolutely.
tiny, so you got to kind of zoom in a whole bunch. But luckily, FarishCo.com supports zooming in a whole bunch because it keeps resolution even if you make your things tiny. So a handy
does.
feature,
It looks
whether
great,
intentional
honestly.
or not. I love it. All right, the carriage pulls up and kind of off to the side, right here. And Charles pulls the horses to a stop. The horses are quite jittery and unhappy to be in this place. And Charles says, "Well, that's about as far as I go, friends. I can wait. I can wait here to pick you up when you're ready to leave. I believe. I hope we won't be here very long. I don't much care to be here."
Yeah, we'll smell you coming.
We won't be long. We're just having dinner. We'll save you a bite, I guess.
Or a washcloth.
But it would be much
Maybe you
appreciated.
can come in and use the restroom before you leave.
Possibly.
I'd rather.
You
I'd
should-
rather not.
You sure you don't
honestly.
want? You sure you'd rather not go in the castle to use their restrooms? It sounds like you might need one.
Wanna drop a deuce in old Strahd's potty?
Nope.
A
Nope.
little stinky.
Maybe
I'll
that's
just,
why he stinks, because he doesn't use a good, proper restroom.
it's just that, you know,
Yeah.
But he
You
has
have
them in our
bidets,
mansion.
Charles.
what?
Have
What's
you ever
that?
used a bidet?
Was that?
A bidet?
I'll have to, I'm not sure what that is. We don't
It
have
makes
it.
sense. It makes sense. He doesn't know what that is. Wait, what's a bidet?
It'll make your day whenever you use it. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, so a whore.
No. Well, no. I'll explain it later.
It'll make your day and your ass it will spray.
We should start a bidet company, guys.
Gothic horror, friend. Gothic horror, folks.
Get the marketing down.
Yeah. It's gothic horror themed,
Yeah.
though. It's gonna have, like, vampires on it and such, like, blood, whatever.
You get a
be
Strahd
far-reaching.
bidet.
Oh,
I'm just trying to call it the ass blaster.
2,000.
Rocks fall.
Yeah,
Like
2,000.
2,000.
We tried 100. We tried 1,099 others, but we finally got it.
This
Oh
one
yeah,
works.
y'all think the dragons is the hardest part? No, it's our ADHD. That's the hardest part.
Honestly.
Yep. Honestly, it is. Esmeralda hops off
All
the
right,
carriage,
all right,
shakes
I'm
her
back.
head,
Go
absolutely
in
disappointed.
And try the business with Strahd.
Yep. What's our marching order? Across the, past the, these large turrets is a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 foot bridge, looking down a chasm that goes out of sight, lost in the midst, down into nowhere. There are no side rails or no guard rails. It appears to be a sort of drawbridge. What's our marching order?
That's very unsafe. That's very unsafe. They ever like get OSHA over here?
Oh shit! I'm not gonna cross that first.
Wait for that.
Sorry, I'm done. All right.
Are
So,
you though?
who?
Got this.
Honestly, V, I feel like you should probably go first. You know the lay of the land the best. Tactically.
Okay. Are there any like guards or something up in the towers?
I don't know. I'll find out. Jalin, find out.
Okay, I was asking DM, but I guess yeah, that would like would I?
Hold on. I scream at the tower. Hey, is there any guards up there? There?
Echo is nice.
As Yalin's voice echoes through the chasm, nothing calls to respond.
Oh.
Wake
I guess
up!
not.
Up! Yeah, I think they would answer by now.
In response, there is a crack of thunder and lightning, which then also echoes through the chasm.
Well, maybe Zeus is talking to us, or no? Who's the god of thunder in this universe?
I think
Storms,
that would.
thunder.
I think storms would fall
Would it
under
be
Cyrena.
Think
Yeah,
Cyrena, yeah.
that falls under her
Oh,
domain.
hey, so Irena's talking to me.
Yeah.
She says, it's very scary down here.
Wow, he's
Why
quite
do
a
that?
religious man now.
Yeah.
Usually there's this dude George up there, but he's not. Apparently.
Damn it,
Uh-oh.
George.
George, you up there? Haven't been home in a while.
No reply.
Maybe we need to knock on the door. Kahn goes up to the pillar and knocks on it.
I actually
I
do.
don't think that's the
The
door,
fact that the
son.
castle is right there. We're meant to go to the castle. We stopped
We're
at the
taking this long.
fucking tower.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. It's good. There's
No,
stuff
no,
here.
you're good. I'm actually gonna go to the other one and try to climb up the wall of it. I'm checking in on my friend George.
Doc is going across the bridge.
Okay.
Like, this guy was very caring. You guys don't understand. Every time I left, he wanted to know when I come back and if Strahd knows that I left and where I'm going and who I'm meeting. He was so caring. I
Look,
just
nobody
wanna
asked
say
about
hi
your
to my
boyfriend, V.
Oh, burn! Got her, duck. High five.
Not in front of the huzz.
I don't know what that is, but all right. I got really scatty now. Apparently, Kahn is a scat man. Yabba-doo.
The towers have iron-bound gates at the base, which open easily. Inside Kahn, you'll find mechanisms for opening and closing the bridge that appear very old and rusted and decrepit. That's what you find there. That's the same thing on the other side, V. That's what's inside these things. Finding other things would require a investigation or perception check. Your choice, both you guys. Stock starts his way
Finding
across
other
the bridge.
things.
Okay, well. Okay. Kahn went in this room.
Have all of you lost your damn marbles? Am I the only one who's got small round glass balls bumping around in my head?
Yes. Mine are lower.
You're assuming we ever had him in the first place, and I thought you knew us by now.
Sorry. I was looking for.
I mean, Doc, I almost killed you.
And I almost killed you.
I probably deserved it. honestly.
How do we do on those checks?
I didn't roll one. I just
17
started to
on
follow Doc.
perception.
Oh, okay. 19 on what, Seppi?
17 on perception.
Oh, 17 on perception. Okay, 17 on perception. You know, you haven't, aside from George and chatting with George, you never really looked inside these towers before very much of the mechanisms.
No.
But kind of looking around for sign of them, you find a logbook with lots of comings and goings from Castle Ravenloft, and with the 17, you recognize that as you're kind of lifting things and moving things and looking around, some things don't move properly, like as if you were, you know, trying to push a book on a shelf and it just doesn't move. And you try some other stuff and you realize that all of the mechanisms here are magically enchanted. They cannot be moved physically. They are under some sort of a spell that activates the drawbridge via other means. Aside from that, no sign of anything else in the towers.
But the drawbridge is open right
It is.
now,
It is
right?
currently down. Yeah, it's open.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so what's our marching order? Doc went first. Esmeralda's
Yeah.
absolutely right by your side, Doc. Here, I'll even put her in the same square as you.
I guess I'll guard the rear.
Okie doke. That'll put
Would be looking out for my ass, wouldn't you?
you guys kind of in the middle somewhere. Awesome.
Oh, don't flatter yourself, fuzzbutt.
Awesome. I have to roll.
Don't choke on a hairball or nothing.
1, 2. Okay.
Let me
Actually,
get with some catnip, calm you down.
I'm just
Absolutely.
gonna farm these die rolls out to you guys, because each of you who I'll roll for Esmeralda, but everyone who crosses the bridge needs to roll percentile dice of all things.
You outsourcing, bruh?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
That's a
looking down.
100.
Yeah, the D100 or 2 D10s and yeah.
Okay.
Shrek, I'm looking down.
40.
I said don't look down.
She comes up at a
I want to go
11.
back.
11. All right.
But we're almost across, donkey.
What was yours, Jalin?
It's not that bad.
Let me roll it.
Cool.
I haven't rolled it yet. Oh no. If it's okay, so my 2-digit one was 00. My single-digit one was 1.
That's a
Oh,
1.
I didn't do a single digit.
That's a 1.
Yeah.
That's a good thing in a percentage, I think, right?
Oh,
Depends on what the percentage is for.
Depends on what the
Yeah,
percentage
that's
was
true.
for. Rolled a what?
I'm at the 90. Sorry.
Okay, got it. Cool. Okay. Under 15 is the thing that we cared about, which is Doc and Jalin and V? Or
under
90.
15?
under 15, yeah.
Under 15, right?
Yep, that's what we're looking for. Well, that's what causes things to happen.
Oh.
So, both Doc and Jalin at the back, as you guys start walking across this bridge, it sort of sways one time a little bit, and there's a loud crack, and the floorboards underneath both of you guys give out. When you guys fall a moment, you are
What is
not
this,
going to
Squid
fall
Games?
and instantly die. I'll give you guys the dangling position condition, and there will be a dexterity check coming up here in a moment. What are our
Cats
responses?
always land on their feet.
I think,
Wanna land where? In the never-ending chasm?
We could even do an initiative. on
I'll
this.
say we catching the rope, right?
I'm gonna
like
land
the-
somewhere.
Like the floorboard broke out, and you fall down, and you're like grabbing on by your arms, trying to keep yourself from falling. Right?
Oh,
You're like
I was
down.
gonna say,
Yeah.
I grabbed the ropes.
Cool. All right, try and grab hold of the ropes. Good. How about you, Doc? What's your
Yeah.
response here?
You grab hold of Esmeralda's tail.
I feel like that might have enough of a reaction to
Exactly.
pull you off.
The propulsion is gonna be unreal. We'll find out how fast that ass moves.
Awesome. Okay. With those things, and yeah, we'll start with those two. Dexterity saves from both you guys. Both you guys at advantage. And Doc, yours is gonna have some rider effects. Because she is
what am I rolling
absolutely
for?
leaping.
16.
Dexterity to not fall to your death. 16
Certainly
saves.
not the fault of my death.
This would be a terrible.
Dexterity save, right?
Yes, dexterity saving throw. It's a low DC.
I roll right at 16.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
We're good. The DC is 10, or you fall 1,000 feet and take fall damage, dying instantly.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Basically, die.
That is the first thing we find in
You
Strahd's
can do
castle.
the math if you can do the math
Rob,
if you want, but you're dead.
Strahd's got all this money, and
do
his
the math
bridge
while you're
sucks
dying.
ass. What's going on here? He doesn't keep up anything. No repairman.
You guys managed to get back up. Jalin, you're able to pull yourself up. Doc, you
I
get
say
a
something
firm.
like that too. I say that too. I'm like, oh, he collects taxes from these townships, but can't even build a fucking bridge.
As you say
Pretty
this,
sure everybody works for him, is prisoner inside, and he teleports. So
You mean he never takes the bridge?
Or
no,
for that matter, probably ever walks.
I walk
Wow,
on it.
we walking across
only
it.
ever for fun. I was like,
Why couldn't
"Oh,
we
is
just
this the
teleport
day
in then?"
I mean,
You walk for fun?
over this bridge. Yes, it used to be a game.
Okay.
Well, you play hopscotch?
Okay.
Yeah, and then be like, if it
If
we
it breaks,
die, we
you
die.
V, what
I
other
didn't say
games would you play on your way into home?
You ever heard of Vistani Roulette? What happened with
that?
Esmeralda, DM?
yeah, she darts up out of the bridge off up into the air, 5 feet in the air. You go flying up, swings around, tries to claw at your face with a 5. She misses, but just kind of hisses nastily. You piece of shit! What the fuck is wrong with you? Quit breaking things and falling and pulling on my tail. Not cool.
That
Oh my
sounds
God, I
sexual.
love the image of this.
The doc just looks at her and says, "Is that all you got?"
Oh my god.
I'm not saving you again. And she kind of saunters off and turns invisible before
I
entering.
didn't ask the first time.
Oh.
Consent is very important.
Not a life or death situation, it ain't.
She's gone. All right, she is off and away somewhere, and you guys are able to traverse the remainder of the bridge safely. Bickering all the way. What an image. I just kind of put you guys over here somewhere.
We're not coming in here quietly at all. There's no stealth in us at all.
None.
We stealth? No.
We got an invitation,
invited.
people. We're not trying
Oh
to
yeah,
be
I forgot.
stealthy.
Hey, listen here, man. I forget half the time that that's just,
I know.
it's in my blood. Stealth is
I
my
know.
blood.
Habit.
Forget
I bleed
thing is in your
stealth.
blood. You stealthed once, and then you were stuck in that mode.
Yeah, I came out the womb stealthing.
We should file a
mom didn't even know
lawsuit
she
for
worked
almost
for me.
dying
That's how it worked.
on this property.
She didn't even
Hey,
know.
where's
That's how
Manatee?
stealthy I was. I snuck out, and she was like, "Whoa, where did you come from?" And I was like, "Hey, mom, what's up?" That was
She didn't
verbatim.
even know she was pregnant.
It's true. That's how sneaky I was.
I do have a friend where the pregnancy kind of snuck up on her.
All right.
Surprise pregnancy, like surprise
I'm so
adoption.
fast they don't even see me coming.
Oh my god.
No, we're not gonna get anywhere tonight. We're gonna walk across the bridge.
I should have let you off all the
We're
deaths.
dying.
Yeah, probably.
Thick, cold fog swirls in the courtyard. Sporadic flashes of lightning lance the weeping clouds overhead as thunder shakes the ground. Through the drizzle, you see torch flames fluttering on each side of the keep's open main doors. Warm light spills out from the entrance, flooding this massive courtyard. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame, and the castle lies before you. This courtyard is huge. It goes all the way around the castle. It is within the 90-foot-tall stone walls that are 90 feet wide and 30 feet thick. There's guard towers that go up there's the whole 9 yards. But the main entrance is ahead of you, doors open, light spilling out. What are we doing, gang?
I'm gonna take lead on this one.
Yep.
Say, everybody follow me, and I'm gonna start hopping on specific stones in the yard towards the door.
Oh, more of this bullshit. Nothing's ever direct
Cool.
yet, is it?
Cool.
Yeah, so this is those other games that you were taught that I was asking about. All right, cool. So you're just not going to tell us; you're just going to show us. All right, whatever. That works.
Well, yeah.
As V hops from stone to stone, would you make a history check for me, V? See how
Yes,
good
but
you
I'm
are at
also
this
gonna
game.
DM you something.
Another fairly low DC as DCs go. These are not.
You know, I realize D&D has a lot of voltage.
Voltage?
What do you mean by that?
We got AC and DC.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, now it's crafted. Truly masterly crafted.
Wow.
15 on history.
Awesome. Yeah, V leads you guys on a merry hopping game from stone to stone, bouncing across a little wooden beam at some point and zigzagging safely through the courtyard up to the main stairs to the front door. You guys attempting to follow her route?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm deciding if
I'm gonna have
if there should be
to
a roll in there.
roll- I would say
I could
there
see a
is.
dex. I could see a dex
to be
roll or
fair.
whatever, or a follow roll.
I think there's a dex roll in here, a dex-based roll, maybe an acrobatics if you guys are proficient in it. Or a performance if that, might be the one.
I was about to say maybe a performance.
Yeah, acrobatics. No. Nope, not performance. Cool.
Well, it's definitely like 23.
23. Doc executes this routine perfectly. that checks out.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
What kind of what is it?
Acrobatics or performance, whichever you think is more appropriate for your character.
Let's go acrobatics. I'll do 25.
25, another flawless performance. You guys are like a coordinated gymnastics team, just doing somersaults across the yard. How about you?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I did the same thing. It was super cool. I did a sick 102.5 twist. It was mackin' gnarly, bro.
Oh,
Got a
man.
5.
5.
How do those hopscotch songs go?
It's modifiers.
Nope.
As V and Doc and Jalin pose at the end of the routine up on the steps of the
You force.
of the castle.
We're like cheerleaders.
Kahn,
Yeah.
you crash through a fence. A statue falls over next to you. You roll around. You try and get back up. You jump onto a rock, and the rock kind of cracks, and and everything is bad. But nothing terrible happens to you. You make it back up to the door, just covered in mud. It is raining, so you're just like covered in mud and from just your attempts.
Yeah, this was all part of my plan to sneak in. Can't tell.
The whole thing.
Cool.
You were invited. Awesome.
Keep in mind, guys, we are invited. Not very well.
You did see my direct message?
Nope. You have to tell me when
DM,
you direct
I
message.
DM'd.
What?
Oh, I did.
Oh, you said so? Oh. Sorry.
Sorry,
You have to
maybe
tell
it
me. You have
was-
to tell me and wait for me to reply. And if I don't reply, tell me again because I didn't hear it.
Russell chestnut, by the way.
What's for dinner?
Honestly, chestnut for the
forgot
first
about
hour. Like,
Yeah.
there's no shot we could have said chestnut enough.
It's all of it. The whole thing.
Honestly.
Okay. Number 3, is that right? Seeing if I know my maps. Boom. Alright, I'm gonna
Hey,
try and
we
transfer
made
you
it
guys to the right map.
end.
You have successfully survived the first map. Good job, gang.
Somehow.
Oh
Okay,
no.
I gotta go close my heater because I'm starting to suffocate.
Gives me a second.
Yeah, don't
And
don't do that.
Go. Boom. Let me know if this takes you guys to the right map. If not, I will copy. Well, I'm going to do it. Go ahead and copy the link and send it anyways, just to be sure.
I got the message, and I am on the new map.
Lovely.
Let's see if you did.
Boop. It should pop up like
Alright.
go
Migrated.
to the main floor.
Yeah, like a table in it.
Whoa, that's a cool one.
With like stairs and a pipe organ and a tables.
Yep, that's the
Yeah.
one.
Alright.
I love the migrating thing.
Yeah, we haven't
Thank you.
gotten a ton of use out of
We
that. 'cause
thought long and hard about that and how it should work, and I'm glad it worked.
yeah,
Yeah, that was awesome.
very useful. Okay. We're here. The entry. The ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by fluttering torches and on iron scones. 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors.
Oh, there we are.
The doors in front... Oh, well, they're already open, so it doesn't matter. Okay. There's that... God, I wish it was all in order. Awesome. Yeah, it's a small room. The next set of doors is 20 feet ahead of you guys, but as you enter the room, you hear a faint growling noise from the corner, and upon glancing around, what looked perhaps like decorative pieces of the wall, draconic shapes, statues perhaps, start to move and shift and warm with red color as these little guys join you in the room. I have stuff.
Colin, what'd you put in them potatoes?
Just the normal stuff. Chives, asparagus, rock flog. Holy.
Well, I'm seeing dragons.
Oh shit! Well,
Okay.
4 red dragons
Boy, they're ugly.
sit in the corners of this room. Previously, they simply looked like statues. Upon entering, they, lit with red flame light in their eyes, and the smell of sulfur fills the air as it pours from their nostrils. They're each around the size of a large horse.
They're small.
They are large
Are they
horse
friends of
sized.
yours?
Who,
Yo.
me?
I mean, they did the thing, the stone to life to stone thing.
Oh, you're a girl dragon.
Oh, let me see. Let me see. Kahn is gonna speak
Okay.
Terran to them and see their response. And say, Hail, mighty warrior. I'm glad to see you have not fallen asleep for eternity yet.
Ah.
Wow.
Yeah.
For a second there, I thought you were gonna hail Strahd.
Hail Strahd.
That's beautiful. Give us a nice persuasion roll. That's what a thing.
You know what? That's actually cocked. I can't.
It
Couldn't
really-
tell.
Hey,
It was
that's
4.
awesome.
6. Didn't work well, anyways. You said persuasion.
Yeah, I think persuasion is the one.
7.
Hey, 7.
Yeah.
They all kind of growl, and more smoke falls out of their noses. One of them says, "We speak common, dunce."
I blew
Oh my
a
God.
raspberry at them in Terran.
You what?
I blew a raspberry at them. I blew a fart at them.
You
Terran.
can't blow a fart in a language. That's a mouth noise. That doesn't translate in
Hey,
languages.
listen here. SpongeBob told me that I can't do anything
He said,
live.
far general direction.
In Terran. And then blow a raspberry. In Terran. I want it to sound like...
Yeah. The dragons lick their lips hungrily, but do not move to attack. They just watch you all.
Ew. No. I farted at you. You want to eat my fart? You guys are gross.
I think they want to eat
Freaks!
all of you.
Doc speaks Draconic.
Sorry, please.
Oh, sorry.
No, please, yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. But I want a history check about this because how did Doc receive the honor of being able to learn Draconic?
Mm.
He would have some kind of respect with dragons, I would imagine. Or unless he was taught it in the military as a useful tactic.
You
I'm
know,
not sure.
this is your character. I think whatever you feel like is how you came across that. I could see both sides. This could be like an honor that you bestowed, or as a tactic. Your forces were largely fighting dragons during the time, so it might have been like learn the enemy sort of situation. Whatever you think makes more sense.
I think he learned the basics, but got a lot of practice. Across the sea, fighting the enemy, because they weren't. I mean, not every dragon born or dragon was an enemy.
Right.
So he would learn how to be at least like friendly and such. So he would speak in a way. He'd make some greetings in a way that are indicative of being from Ema Draklin.
Okay, got it. Like, is that? Yeah. From their homeland. Sure. Another persuasion check.
All right.
These guys.
Nat 20.
Damn! The dragons look back and forth to one another and back to you. One of them, the largest, gives you a bow's not really the right word, but lowers his head in a way that dragons do to like indicate I see you, I acknowledge you. It's a very like, you know how like dogs communicate with one another physically. It's that kind of movement.
Well, he then says, we have an invitation to dinner with Strahd, and he would be highly disappointed if any of us were eaten on our way to dinner.
Disgruntled growls all around the room, and they back off to the corners, and the largest one says, very well.
You can eat that one after dessert. He points at Jalin.
Looking forward to it. Then he turned back to stone into the corner of the wall.
I give a very rude gesture to the dragons.
Yevi?
Do you know what I'm saying, though?
No, I don't. I just see them looking at me. It's
History.
like, they're looking at me.
That's a good question.
These are the front gate defenders. I think you know them. Probably, if they have names, you probably know them. The book doesn't give them to me, but you can't come and go from the main doors without coming past these guys.
Okay.
You could make a history.
Yeah,
check
like I would have stayed back. I would have stayed back to see how you guys are handling this, and then just throw them. I have 2 radius bones and 2 ulnas.
Just gonna give them some bones.
So just each one of them. Yeah. Howdy, guys. Been a while.
Awesome.
But I liked how you guys. This was cute. This was cute to watch. Thanks for the. I've known
Kahn is
these
walking
guys for a
away.
while.
He's gonna do that little situation.
They return.
At the dragon.
100%. He's gonna like
They huff a little breath of fire on the floor at your feet harmlessly and go back to chewing on their bones and watching you all. Like, later. As you guys progress. Cool. We didn't fall and die. We didn't get eaten by dragons. It's a good start. Good start into Castle Ravenloft.
Yep.
Which brings us to room K8. guys step up through the great entry. Cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches in iron scones. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly around the rim of the domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling fire scones are covered by decay. Durable.
Is he saying scones?
Scones. It's the thing that a torch sits in.
Gone.
No. Scones are the thing you eat for breakfast.
Scone. You put a fire in a scone.
Skunks.
Scone.
Skunks.
Scones? It's definitely
Scone.
scone.
Nom.
No. It's scones.
I don't think so. Scone. Scone.
It's scones.
That's incorrect. That's not how English works.
Okay. You're right. Actually, you are. You technically are an English teacher, so I'm not going to argue with you. You have been before.
Scones.
I've been an
Finally,
English teacher.
assholes. Double doors of bronze stand closed to the east. To the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors, through which you hear sad and majestic organ tones.
Somewhat
Kahn
emo.
is going to pop phantasmal flotation, and he's going to fly up to the rafters, and he's going to very politely dust some of the cobwebs off, because he finds that incredibly preposterous that this castle would have such a thing, and to try to do a nice thing, but also to talk to the gargoyles, to connect with them.
The squatting
Because again,
Slav.
he understands that they are in his the Gargoylian lineage. These types of gargoyles would have been absolutely slain in battle, and they would have turned to stone forever. And he would try to, or there could be infiltrated spies, could be, but he'd try to interact with them in some format. And again, most likely failing, but he would try to interact with all of them to some small degree while dusting the cobwebs up there, and then yell to V something sassy like, "This guy keeps a real crappy house. Who cleans this place? Not those butt poops over there." Talking about the dragons.
Never been bothered by the cobwebs. They're just spiders. They build their houses and they keep the nasty flies away.
Yeah,
Too late.
you easily dust the cobwebs away, and as you're, talking to all of these statues around the top of the room, yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're dusting a cobweb away, and a stone hand darts up and bats your hand away, kind of reflexively, the first one. And the gargoyle turns its head to look at you as its stone form rescinds, and its physical form is there, just eyes glaring at you angrily. Beep. And we got 8 of them, so actually I already added them, so I can just go get them. I'm supposed to fight them first. We'll see how this goes.
Okay.
This could go fine. This could go fine. These are not just statues. These are fully alive gargoyles. Boom!
Okay.
8 of them.
Good to know.
Tell your friends to stop staring at me menacingly.
It's very menacing. V, can I have a history check in this room?
Yeah.
While Kahn is stammering.
I think I would have probably been like, that would have happened, and I probably would try to be like, "Why do you serve a master of such? One that does not follow our laws, nor our rules, nor our culture, nor value them.
You're one to talk.
You should serve no man."
And kind of spits and glares at you angrily. This disgraced one would speak to me of honor.
He'll kind of reach back. He'll kind of. That's what you will call me when I free you from your prison. I'll never be your king, but you will have your freedom today. Watch. You'll see. and I descend.
Turn back to stone, and continue, and as though all of their heads have just shifted to watch you guys, weapons drawn and all of that. What was the history check, V?
17.
17. That's pretty good. The gargoyles here are rarely activated, to be totally honest. They sit in the upper circle in stone form almost eternally, and they attack when people are attempting to leave the castle. That is kind of their function. Otherwise, they are under strict orders not to attack anyone entering the castle.
So again, I would know that this makes no big difference if we do or do not talk to them. Okay.
Well, there was a world where the dragons ate you guys immediately. You narrowly evaded that one. They are less concerned with rules. They're dragons. They just eat things. These guys are a little bit more proper defenders that have strategy and plans and rules. As Kahn descends from the tower, you hear
Does he condescend?
He is very condescending.
I couldn't help myself. It was right there.
It's right there. And speaking of condescending, you hear a rather condescending voice from behind you as a elf with brown skin and long black hair, a dark elf, descends the wide staircase, quiet as a cat. He wears a gray cloak over a black studded leather armor and has a polished scimitar hanging from his belt. He makes a elaborate bow and says, "My master is expecting you." I even have an immersive.
No shit.
I know him.
Yes, you
Or
do.
is he
This is yes, you do. This is Rahadin, the Chamberlain. He's a big deal, and he
I
has.
was gonna lean over. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I would have leaned
Would
over
I-
to V and been like, "Hey, I didn't think their kind was too kindly with Strahd. You know, on with the fact of him apparently killing all of their women,
That did
or
happen.
at least ordering the death of them all."
Maybe this guy got scorned by a woman. Hey, Radin. Were you scorned by a woman?
Okay, we gotta work on your
Yeah, were you corned by a woman?
Doc, that's Ramadan. I'm so sorry, buddy. Rats.
Oh, so racist.
Ritz crackers. I don't know. I can't. You didn't. You said your name, man, and I'm just so sorry.
Rahadin.
Radin.
He didn't say his name, did he?
You did.
No, he didn't. He did.
Moadib.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
Rahadin.
I apologize for my lack of tact, friends here.
Ian.
I mean, his
No, you
brother
don't.
was used to me.
Yes, he is very used to you and is, largely disregarding you. He bows slightly and is like, "Very interesting company indeed. Please, it is time for dinner, I believe." Beep.
You mean
Dinner
Dinner
time.
As he approaches you guys, within 5 feet, he just kind of walks by. There it is, big immersive image.
Oh, there he is.
Yay. That's him.
That's Rahadin.
That's Rahadin, the Dark Elf Chamberlain. He walks with an air of authority and is clearly in a position of influence here in the castle. He also has a page that I have to turn to that is not in Castle Ravenloft. It's all the way in the back of the book.
It's like
So
Sauron.
he's gonna completely ignore my question. Okay.
Yep. That's par for the course. He's your antics, as they were. He's largely unamused, all business.
I'm gonna try to telepath connect with him.
Sure. That only requires a creature to be willing, yes?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. Well, the connection is mostly there. Interesting thing. So as he walks up to you guys, and especially Yuvi, you can hear, faint at first, then louder and louder, the sound of Jalin disappearing. We lost one?
Uh,
Oh, we're good.
he's back.
We're good. You can
No,
hear.
sorry, I was just
No, it's good. I didn't
doing
want to.
laundry.
Yeah, I didn't want to drop major important lore stuff without you.
No, I have headphones in, so y'all could like
Nice.
do whatever.
Awesome. I will ignore you from now on. Perfect.
It actually doesn't say anything about willing. It just says create a telepathic connection.
Fantastic. As he approaches, quiet at first and louder as he gets closer, you hear what is described as the howling screams of countless men and women, just echoing as though it's coming from all around him, within him, above him, all over. Just screams and wails of agony. And as he gets closer, the sound gets louder and louder, as though coming from some ephemeral source. As you connect with him,
In his mind.
this is audible. Everybody within 10 feet of him can hear it.
Oh.
And as you connect with him, it is like a megaphone. And his thoughts are there, but just about drown out in the cacophony.
Ooh.
As are, your own going in. Interesting little defense mechanism. He continues down the room quietly and waits by the door, and just sort of waits for you all to follow whenever you're ready. There are, of course, other areas of the castle that are completely open, and he is paying you no mind, and he's like, already.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, let's get some food.
Very well, right this way. He leads you to the door. Large brass door over here.
Okay, so he can hear us over the droning.
Oh yeah, and it's not so loud that you can't communicate, but it does block out any kind of psychic communication in and out to him. It is a cacophonous roar, and it is even audible in the room. It is just swirling louder and louder. And
Would it be possible to do an Arcana check to see if it's his doing or if somebody's keeping him in that cacophony?
Sure. That sounds like an Arcana check, yeah?
I don't think I have a detect spell or anything though, so maybe I get less information than, I don't know.
It'll be a light amount of information, just what you might know from magic. The nature of what the hell that is. Probably not the first time you've heard it. I mean, he's the Chamberlain of the castle, but
15.
15.
My question is precisely, is it his doing a spell that he cast, or is a spell cast on him, is what I'm trying to discern.
There's a lot of magic in Barovia. Some of it cast by spells, but much of it is enforced by Strahd's will. He is the Dark Lord of the domain, and his will can shape the reality. So no, this is not a spell effect. So like a dispel magic would not work on it. This is more similar to like a curse, but even a remove curse wouldn't do the trick. This is shaped by Strahd's will, and has the distinct. It's very, very much his style. You know what I mean? Like, this looks like a thing.
Okay.
Not at all to wash away the sins of Rahadin. There's definitely a weight on those shoulders, but the sound that you're hearing is definitely.
I think I would immediately try to. I think the first one next to me, or where I'd be navigating, is close to Kahn. I'd want to tell him that I think Strahd is mind torturing him.
Interesting.
And then I walk away and continue.
Hey, Al. Can you do something for me?
Oh, yeah, Al. What form is he in?
Ooze.
Ooze form? Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oozy Owl slides out from your armor, pokes a little beak out. He was kind of hiding inside the armor somewhere, quivering.
Yeah.
He's like,
That was, truthfully, that's what I believed as well. I'm gonna kind of
Owl.
chat with him and be like, you,
sir, how can I aid you?
with, you in ooze form, right? Do you think you would be able to, I don't know, let's say if you were wrapped around my head, or if you were like a hat on me, you know? Do you think people would be able to get through your thoughts and into my thoughts? Or do you think you'd be like a barrier?
It's an interesting proposition. Well,
I know, it's a wild thought to ask the DM on the spot.
spells, from my vast knowledge of spells, clearly I am, a well-researched resource and sage of knowledge. I'm glad to impart to you. Obviously, yes, of course. Spells often require line of sight, so if I were to coat your entire skin with my oozy self, they would not be able to see you and only be able to see me. Breathing might be a problem, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
Okay. Hey, you wanna do something wild real quick, buddy?
Oh, wait, but I am semi-transparent, and such spells do work through glass, so it might work. It might not do anything at all. You might just suffocate for no reason. That's possible as well.
Yeah, just don't cover his mouth. Got it? Or his breathing holes.
His
Got
mouth. I don't think he'll appreciate that, sir. I have to be totally honest. I don't really like that fellow.
it? Yeah. But it might help him. And if it helps him for a second, we might have gained an ally in this fight that we might need.
So, let me get this straight. You're sending your ooze familiar to wrap itself around Rahadin's face.
I'm gonna sneeze. And my goo
Performance.
is going to...
What?
My phlegm is going to coat him in owl and possibly help.
Oh my
And
god.
possibly mucus.
Oh my god.
A disgusting gargoyle, what do you expect?
That's a
Fair.
performance check. I didn't, yeah.
And I just dusted the attic, so my nose is a little bit snuffy.
All of the traps and dangers of Ravenloft, and sneezing on Rahadin is what does he in. Bring it on, give me the performance check.
I get advantage because it's Al. Help action, baby!
Yeah, he can give you the help action, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's what this is,
Okay.
the help action.
Okay.
I'm looking for
Performance? That's 17 on the first roll.
Okay. And this is gonna
Not bad.
be against his insight,
Pretty
I think,
good.
or his dexterity.
And a
save.
19 on the second one, baby.
19, not bad. Okay, I'm deciding what to have him roll to contest this. Insight or
Well, I have no modifiers
dexterity.
for it, so it's just straight die.
Okay. Insight check.
This is such a long
or-
shot. I get it, but like, I have to try.
It's gonna
V
be an
told
insight
me
check.
this guy needs help. He needs like.
Yeah, it's gonna be an insight check. Which comes up at I can do math. 24.
Oh, higher than a 19. Yeah, higher than a 19.
Higher than a 19. Yeah, he
Okay,
sees you
doesn't
getting
necessarily
ready to
mean that my
sneeze.
efforts fail.
He sees you attempting to sneeze, and the ooze kind of goes out, and he sees the ooze and recognizes that's an ooze. He has a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, since he has a lot of things, I'll just have him pop a quick mage hand, and like catch the ooze on the way in. That'll be like the response. Rather than like dodge out of the way or something, he can do mage hand, so may as well. And kind of spins the hand, it enough to divert it. A mage hand can't actually grab objects and hold them, but it's enough to divert this thing. And as the ooze just kind of drips off the hand, he's like, "That was disgusting. What is wrong with you? Why?
Sorry.
What
I
are
was
you
dusting
doing?
the
What is-
gargoyles. It's my fault.
Why do you even have this creature? It's pathetic. Look at it. It's literally snot on the floor.
Easy. He's a mighty warrior.
You have low standards, my friend.
Well,
This is the first time you've complimented him.
Oh.
The ooze shakily makes a little salute.
look what you made me do. This is your fault now. I blame you.
What you made me do.
Come here, buddy.
Crawls
Just
up your
listen, man.
leg.
Just remember. Listen, if anything, just remember I tried to help you. You don't see how, because I get it, but like I did.
I see. You are a very strange.
Yeah, he was originally holding in that sneeze for Strahd, but it happened earlier, so...
Yeah.
I am a loyal servant to have borne such a burden for my lord, and I am.
Hey, you want to
grateful
touch
for
my
the
ball?
opportunity. I do not want to touch your balls.
No, ball, singular. I pulled out my cracked orb.
Ah,
Here, just put him on this.
I don't. Oh, where did you get that?
Wouldn't you like to know?
That's why I asked.
He's asking.
Touch it. Maybe I'll tell you. In your mind.
That won't work, I'm afraid. But I will humor you. He'll touch the ball.
Hey, leave it at dinner. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. You scorned me. I put it back. Nope, I already put it back. You scorned me. Just take me to dinner.
Very well. Opens the door.
Kahn looks at V like, this guy's the most obnoxious person I've ever met in my life. How did you live with him? I almost hate him more than the freaking other people that killed my dogs. Kahn is so pissed.
God damn, this guy's fucked up.
People who killed dogs. I actually was just about to say that. For some reason, I was thinking of the devil friend and how I was missing her. Like I was gonna out loud say something to the book, or like stroke the book and say I miss you in my head.
There's no
And then you said that. And I,
right, that was her. Rahadin takes a bow. The wails and screams continue to echo around him, and he opens the door and backs away, and the screams begin to diminish as you all enter into the dining hall. Lovely.
they diminish because he's further away now, or they diminish in this room?
Because he's further away. It's closer to him. When you're close to him, you can hear these screams, and they're loud. And as you get further away, they get quieter.
Cool.
3. Time check. Doing good. 3 enormous crystal chandeliers brilliantly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against the dull white marble walls, supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delicious foods, roasted beefs, basted in savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables. Places are set for each of you with fine, delicate china and silver. Can you have china in a fantasy world? Anyway, at each place
Why not?
Yeah, why not? At each place is a crystal goblet filled with amber liquid that lets off a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. At the center of the far wall, between floor-to-ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that speaks of its tone and greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in raptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops, and a deep silence fills the outer dining hall, and he slowly turns to you. Strahd Von Zarovitch, no longer wearing his traditional black armor, but fine evening attire, a fine suit and all of this. He looks a bit smaller, though still well over 6 feet tall. In noble's in a noble's garb. He turns and bows and says, "Welcome to dinner, my friends. Please be seated. We will start eating after break." And we'll take a great timing for it, right? Give you guys a minute to contemplate such things. Thank you, Internet, for hanging out. See you all in a minute. Obus, waiting room, transition. Mute my mic. And we are back, baby. Welcome back. We entered Castle Ravenloft, nearly fell to our death, nearly got eaten by dragons, possibly offended some gargoyles, narrowly attempted to sneeze on Rahadin, and gave Al Sleep on It his first real validation as the great warrior that he is, and have finally made it to dinner. Strahd takes his bow and says, "Welcome, my friends. It is good to welcome you. Please sit. We have much to discuss. But first, Rahadin, bring in our other guest, please. Do you guys, as he's talking to Rahadin, do you guys move to seats at the table?
Yes.
Already there.
Yeah.
And already chomping on stuff.
Excellent.
Begrudgingly, almost like a teenager that doesn't want to do it.
I kind of pick random spots for you. If you care where you sit at the table, you can adjust that. As you guys settle into your seats, Rahadin opens the doors once more and enters once again, this time accompanied by a rather large, fat figure in tattered but once very beautiful attire. I will add the map. And Strahd says, I have a bit of a gift for my company. And Rahadin pushes Vargas Vlakovic, the former burgomaster of Valaki, through the door. Vargas is in a very poor state. He is drenched in sweat. His once fine evening, very fancy attire, torn and battered and bloodstained. He's missing a leg and an arm. He's all kinds of fucked up, and is hobbling along with a little stick that he's been offered as Rahadin kind of shoves him down through the table, and he goes, my friend, it's good to see you all again.
The moment he walked in and Kahn saw how he looked, Kahn cheered.
I suppose I probably deserve that. He is led to the head of the table next to Strahd, and he says, I've always said, it's good that you've all come, I've always said that Strahd Von Zarovitch, he's a great protector of our lands. Oh, we love him so much, the great Strahd. I am very grateful to be here. Oh, and our sheriff Campbell is here, and our friends. Oh, it's wonderful. And Strahd puts a hand on his shoulder and just says, sleep. And with a little casting of magic, his eyes go pale, and he sort of titters, and Strahd taps his head once, and he falls back into a chair, and he motions to him and looks at UV. It's like, my gift.
Oh yeah, I'd already dive in for him.
Now, friends, Rahadin bows and exits the chamber. The whispers once again, the screams, not whispers, once again echoing with him. And Strahd says, welcome, my friends. It is good you have come to see me. Oh, yes. Kahn of the disgraced of the Kargorian clan, Gargoyle, and, great little nightingale that you are, slayer of white werewolves, and, all of this. Jalin Aedipin. Oh, you've been through quite a lot, you scoundrel and rogue, once part of the Order of Grimishka, now fled and estranged from them. I wonder if you have found a new purpose.
I didn't flee nowhere. I went wherever the hell I want.
Of course.
Away
Agent,
from them.
Applying cowardice here. I don't appreciate that.
Sheriff Campbell, or rather Adren Taliday, Dragon Slayer, soldier turned doctor turned sheriff. You've quite a story behind you. And of course, dear Volenta, it is good to welcome you all to my abode. Enjoy your meal.
Doc looks behind him. I don't see a store back there.
You carry it with you, my friend. Now, I must say, you have brought a great deal of trouble to my domain. You've stirred the pot, as it will.
Trouble.
You have.
Trouble.
Yes, trouble. I think
No.
I would say so. Would you
No.
not say so?
Oh.
I would call it freedom.
You have slaughtered my white wolves.
America, fuck yeah.
You
Hey,
slaughtered my white wolves.
If they didn't want to be slaughtered, they should have been acting that way.
They shouldn't have dressed like that. It's their own fault.
Pretty sure we made this place better.
Better. You think so?
Or a bad, what do you call it? Litter? Brood?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I think it's later. Later will be
They were a
what
bad
it
litter,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, you hire bad pups.
I see.
Well, okay, that's one incident. What other incidences as the troublesome?
You murdered one of my sheriffs and usurped his position.
I
Was he really doing
we
his
didn't-
job?
Oh,
didn't
I'm sorry.
murder
I'm
him.
sorry. He was overwhelmed with grief and took his own life. Clearly, that is, of course, what happened. I am sure that is.
Look,
the
you
official
can
reason.
say that
sad.
something heavy fell on him, but I had nothing to do with that. I didn't
looked-
do anything actually.
The weight of his own actions.
And missing his
Yeah.
sister.
I mean, have you seen his room? The dude wasn't right in the head. You want that guy as a sheriff?
No, I
Do
do
you
not.
really-
In fact, actually, I am glad for his demise, but it has still
You're welcome.
left a lot of discord. You've incited treason amongst my people.
See,
What are you talking
when
about?
when I left home, you came to me and were like, "Inside chaos." So, as I see it,
You have outdone yourself.
But
Lorca.
also, are you really blaming us for these people growing resentment towards you? I mean, you don't really do the best with them, so maybe they didn't need our help to hate you.
Yeah, we didn't really do anything that was directly against you.
Cat, been enough love.
In fact, you know what? And I stand up on the table, and I'm like, you know what? I did try to suggest to them, hey, maybe we should get a better ruler. And you know what they did? They didn't do it.
Of course not.
You know why? Because
No.
it's not going to take somebody like me to incite treason. You're giving me too much credit there.
It's a
And then
fair
I get
point.
back down.
You are clearly a bumbling fool, and perhaps I am wasting my time this evening with all of you. It's a possibility,
So we
though
must
you.
be doing better because you're not throwing
I-
fireballs at us anymore.
I raised my hand,
Yeah.
and I go, Strahd. Can
Yes.
one love such a leader without the option to hate? We are merely just allowing your people the option to truly love you. Without free will, without the option of opposites, one cannot do such a thing.
I choke on a dream I was feasting on.
Oh yes, it was a
I look
delectable
up-
tea party, and
I look over at Kahn, and it's like, who the
Like-
fuck is this?
Yeah, same. That's
Doc
why
says
I'm
out
like
loud,
trying
I
to
don't know
hold,
what he's
trying
talking
to hold back a
about
laugh, and I choke on a dream.
because I don't
It's perfect.
understand
It's
such
perfect.
big words.
Because Kahn's demeanor has completely shifted.
okay.
You've seen Kahn's like physical battle mode. He's going into like political battle mode, where he's
Okay.
like,
Okay.
"This is prim and proper now. We understand that we need to reach an agreement, and we will win." Because again, he tried physical last time, didn't work well. He goes, "New tactic."
He's trying something different.
He's tried something.
Will is overrated, my friend. You don't understand. You are all but children. I have ruled these lands eternally. I have seen the rise and fall of many different ideas, and you know, it is nice to offer people, these freedoms that you speak of. But in the end, people are stupid. I'm sure you've noticed. They're idiots. They need a strong hand to show them the right way to go. To show
Let me
them.
ask you this then. What
Yes.
qualifies you above them?
Uh,
You might
I-
live long, but what?
I mean, he's the
who's to say
strongest.
That you,
That's a pretty good qualification.
well,
There's that.
okay, he's strong, but like, who's to say you live this long, you're this strong, but you might be stupid too. What makes you not stupid like everyone else?
1,000 years of study and vigilance as a start.
Like I said,
I
you could have
simply
absolutely not
know-
paid attention for those thousands of years.
I simply know better. But this is not why we are here. We are here because I have need of your select set of skills. Skills doesn't seem the right word.
And yet you said it.
Things must be really bad if you're asking us.
Well, asking's not exactly the right word. But for now, eat, enjoy your food.
Inviting?
You are here now, and you know you have been squabbling around like chickens in my land, just running in random directions, flopping around randomly. What is it that?
Don't you got chickens? What's wrong with chickens?
What is it that you hope to achieve here? What drives you? I am perplexed. And it seems everything you do is simply whimsical and chaotic and nonsensical. There must be some reason behind you. You are not fools, despite the way you act.
You give us too much credit, my lord.
Not fair.
An eccentric man asks another eccentric man what drives him. And yet we're all out here to dinner together.
That we are. If I am another eccentric man, am I not? Is my question not valid?
I mean, how are we supposed to answer that if you can't answer the same question?
Indeed. I strive for peace and happiness, well-being, and love to flourish in my land.
Does not everybody in their own lands?
I would hope so. It is not always the case.
Well, we strive for around the same thing, but that means something different to everybody.
That does.
So while we look like chickens, you look like a great big cock up in your tower.
I don't mean to brag, but
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Well, I have heard the rumors about Strahd Von Zarovitch.
I think you just made that up. I don't think. But as
Although,
rumors
you know
go,
what they say about
Is that
You know
enough
what they say
whimsy
about
for you,
men?
Strahd?
you know what they say about men with big castles. Lots of furniture.
I do have a great deal of furniture. It is true. Well,
Trusty and forgotten.
Amongst the many achievements in my land, you have befriended one of my nobles, Miss Irina Kolyana. Is it true?
Where is she,
What are
actually?
you talking about that?
Never heard of her.
You are a very bad liar.
No, I genuinely don't remember who that is. Who is that?
Actually,
Remember that girl that was hanging out with Jalin?
Oh, gotcha. Sorry, my fault.
Yeah.
Draken.
Yeah, no, he actually is telling the truth. He doesn't remember.
Yeah. Rocks for brains. Remember?
I see.
More like gravel.
But yeah, where is she?
Well, that is why you are here. She is taken, and I wish for her to be returned. And little happens in my land that is beyond my sight. So when something happens that is beyond my sight, it is requiring of immediate attention.
Why do you not go and rescue her yourself, oh mighty warrior? Herald Prince. Would she not love you even more?
It is
Would she not feign at your ability to rescue her in your arms, the strong Strahd?
Wow.
I am so confused right now.
I guess we're rescuing the princess. Well, from what it sounds like.
We'll get some dough for it.
What would you like?
Well, I
dragon's
for
head.
one would like a I for one would like to way the fuck out of here.
Well, I heard
I
several
want to
things
do
there.
a Ludmilla. Do we all get a wish?
Tell me what you want. I am open to bargaining. Dragon's Head? I like my dragons a great deal. I would rather not dispatch with them. That's a
No,
rather...
no, 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 no. Not their heads. The dragon head.
Didn't y'all want some souls to go back to heaven or some shit?
Trolls to go back to heaven? He'll take a moment and recognize what you're talking about, Kahn,
Hello?
while still clocking everybody else as well to be dealt with in a moment. He says, you seek the Skull of Argynvost, of all things? Whatever for?
It's a trophy.
Sure.
What
It is.
mightier trophy is there?
It is. It was quite a battle, ridding this land of such evil. You see, I
Yes.
am a benevolent leader. I destroy villainous monsters that come to my land and harm my folks. And I keep their skulls in my basement.
What do
Just
you
as
make?
I.
What do you what? I'm sorry?
Hmm?
What'd you say?
No, I said, why your basement?
It is obscenely large, and I had to find a place where it would fit. And it fits the decorum. Rahadin largely deals with these things of where things go.
Was it-
It's a very large castle, if you haven't noticed.
Does it really bring the room together?
I think so. It's delightful. I like to spend time in there. Sometimes I just go and breathe in all the death.
We're,
Sucking your own dick?
we're one above the table moment of conversation.
Yep.
Is there some like goal to so people when they die they stop returning here?
Yeah, that's part of, I thought part of that was with the skulls. I thought we were gonna get the skull of the dragon, release the souls that were up there, and they were gonna go back.
No, but like in Barovia in general.
Yes,
Yeah.
Barovians in general,
I
when
think
they
that might be
die,
a bigger ask then.
Don't like two of you have gods that are trying to like
you do.
make that
Yeah,
happen?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, we do.
and Strahd just asked for a request if we did something for him.
But most likely that's not going to be a request we're going to be able to get. My thought
Okay.
process, at least for
Okay.
cons, is that me killing him is going to be the solution to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Also, I'll be blunt with like, hey, character just wants to get out of here, which sounds like a believable request, but
All right, just
Yeah.
making sure we were on the same page.
I appreciate that because I did forget that though. Doc, thank you.
yes. So yeah.
It was like the man who causes the problem is saying he might give us something. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Just
that's
all right.
fair.
That's
No,
enough.
good
That's
call.
the thing. That doesn't deal with the devil, so you.
Sometimes you ask and you'll receive.
Yeah.
Do favors for the devil.
He has lots
Anyway,
of things he
okay,
might
cool.
ask.
That's all.
All right.
As to Jalin, your point, you say you want to get out of here. You seek to escape Barovia. Is that right?
It'd be very nice, and be very nice if others could if they wanted to as well.
It is a dangerous thing to escape the mist. I tell you, it is a dark power beyond understanding that keeps us all here. But on certain occasions,
Oh shit.
allowances can be made. I have made pacts with the Vistani, and they are able to come and go from these lands, so long as they fulfill their end of the bargain. I could extend such a bargain to you if escape is really what you want.
I stand up. So the great and powerful Strahd can't handle a little weather.
You have not attempted to traverse the mists yet, have you?
Oh, I have.
Well, then you will find they are quite all-consuming. The power that binds us here and protects us here also traps us here. It is true. But if escape is your goal, it can be facilitated. You will just have to agree to the terms.
Hmm.
Why did
So-
you ask us to come here anyway?
That one. Yeah.
I'll be completely frank with all of you. Getting you here, I do hope you can aid me in finding and recovering Miss Irina. It is not well for for one of my nobles to go missing in any event, and it is strange that I do not know her location. I am doubtful you will be able to do you will be equal to the task, but in the meantime, keeping you out of trouble is a larger goal. You have a tendency to break things wherever you go, and at least here I can keep an eye on you. Perhaps you
Well,
should stay a
maybe
while.
you can put stronger things in.
But what about my question?
Which one? Sorry.
Why did you bring us to Barovia?
Oh, it's like I said. Everyone who wishes to leave must agree to the terms, which includes returning soul. They must pay back the soul that Barovia has lost. They must bring back souls to this land. And so the Vistani are bound to do so. You are but offerings.
So we are just happen chance. We are not specifically picked. We just seem to be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
I do ask my Vistani to find interesting individuals who will stir the pot, if it will. It does grow ever so boring here, but and they seem to have chosen very well.
Well-
You are quite interesting.
So then, Strahd, if you're truly concerned with us being able to, or us stirring the pot too much, as you might say, why not allow one of your attendants to accompany us? And really make sure we're in line the entire time we go and rescue Sir or Madam Biblibab.
He means Irina.
Yeah, that one.
I see. I could put you.
Jasmine.
I could put you in the care of my Chamberlain. He hasn't been out in a while. It could be useful.
Yeah. I'm already friends with him. Guy with the scimitar.
Yes.
I think
Alright,
you have
fair
a very liberal definition of friendship.
Fair
Kahn
enough.
looks at Jalin like, correct.
He's got a very liberal definition of everything.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, you will do your very best to return Irina to my care, and I will task Rahadin to your safety in the endeavor. It seems a reasonable trade, yes, but this still leaves other matters unresolved.
Like,
Well, you had
Well, I
requested.
would.
Well, Jalin, you had requested to leave my lands. Kahn, you had requested to the skull of Argenvost. Dog and Volenta, you have Adren and Volenta, you have not asked very much of me. I wonder what you desire.
I want a hospital.
A hospital. A hospital, you say?
Yep.
Once long ago, there was a hospital in our lands. Long ago. Just time out of mind for most. St. Markovia ran a center. It has been put to different usage now, as I'm sure you're aware, given our last meeting. That could be restored, and a hospital could be founded. That's a reasonable request. It could be made to happen. I would need something in return. Of course, but we'll deal with that in a moment. Volenta, please don't slurp on his dreams. It's not very becoming. You seem to have lost weight, darling. What are your desires?
ew. Kahn physically is like gagging at that reaction. That was the worst thing. He's just. Sorry, Strahd.
I want a meeting with my two darling sisters.
It can be arranged, of course, if it must be. Anastasia is out doing whatever she's doing. Ludmilla has not been heard from since your humiliation of her at the Lichen Den. She has not returned and has been requisitioning my assets without approval, which is not generally allowed.
Interesting.
I can arrange a meeting. All right. Well, I know what you want. I can arrange a meeting for my darling brides. I can arrange this. I can grant you the skull of Argynvost if it is what you truly want, and I can institute and build a hospital in the lands. I can even ferry you away from this land if you're willing to bring back souls so often that this can be done. This is the parlay that we are here to make?
I mean,
Is that-
we originally came here for dinner. But then
Please.
you were like, I want you to do this for me.
That's true. Honestly,
And
it
I
seems
used to
very
not ask
rude.
for something in return, but these guys always ask for something in return, and it's kind of cool.
See,
Asking for stuff in return.
please do eat. Please do eat and enjoy. It is so rare that I have dinner guests. The food, for those of you who are eating it, is delicious. It is phenomenal. The wine is spectacular. It is beyond anything you've tasted in Barovia, and probably better than anything you've tasted outside of Barovia as well. But Strahd does not eat. He has a wine glass of something red and a little thicker than what wine maybe ought to be, that he occasionally sips throughout the conversation. As a vampire, he has no need of food.
So if we're there for much longer, Khan's not going to eat.
Okay.
There's no shot he's eating enemy's food. But if we're there for a substantial amount of time and the conversation is lulled, I think he would... Well, I don't know. He kind of wants to push his button, and he kind of wants to be like, got any siblings? Heard a weird rumor about a brother at some point. Didn't know if that was true or not.
Once, yes. I had a brother, yes I did. Sergei. Long departed. Long departed.
Sorry for your loss.
Indeed. As am I.
Say, Strahd, if you can't leave here either,
It's true.
how are we all stuck here? Who's causing that?
My land is held by dark powers. It is what grants me my strength and what keeps us in our state.
Dark powers that come from where?
That's an interesting question. Far beyond the understanding, beyond the gods, beyond the devils. There are things older and more ancient than even these. Once, long ago, things happened. Grave threats had to be dealt with. Deals were made, and now the dark powers have wrapped us in this land. It is admittedly my curse to remain here eternally. But I make the best of it. I try very hard to make the best of it and to ward my people. And I believe my days here may in fact be numbered, as will yours. There are ways to end the curse upon this land, and with your aid, perhaps such a thing could be made.
How would that happen?
Well, there must always be a Lord of Barovia. But I need not always be the Lord of Barovia. Perhaps one day a successor will come. A worthier
And
successor.
if there's no Lord of Barovia?
There will always be a Lord of Barovia. I am here, and I will always be here, unless I can be replaced.
Then why not ask for our help to find your replacement rather than going and finding some random, useless, unimportant political figurehead?
He lacks the huzz.
He does. You're muted, Jalin.
I stab the table and glare at Kahn. Watch your.
He also lacks the huzz.
Tony.
Strahd stabs the table and looks at Kahn and says, "Watch your fucking tongue, Stony."
Oh, that was cute. You guys copied each other.
Hey!
I
Get
think
your
I found the
fucking words.
replacement.
Perhaps.
So,
Well,
again.
I must say, this is a lofty ambition. You're new here. You must prove yourselves. We'll see. I'm eager to see what you are capable of and what great deeds you will do in my name as my friends and allies. Perhaps one day.
Well, I've already aligned myself with someone else besides you, so I can't necessarily be called your ally or your soldier or whatever, but Kahn puts his hand on his table and stands up and he goes, "It's been great. Can we get out of here then? Are we done? Because I got my mission. You're gross. Let's go. V? Hey, Ra? Ready?
But wait, I'm still ready for dessert.
Strahd waves a hand, and the casts Hero's Feast, and the table is reset with glorious desserts, cupcakes, brownies, ice cream sundaes, whatever you like.
Wait,
Kibble.
is it the brownies?
No, it is not.
I didn't just almost fall to my death and talk dragons down from eating us just to skip on dessert.
Indeed. You don't understand. You will do your best to find Irina, and return her to me, promptly. You will do this.
And
In other terms, you have things that you want. You want the Skull of Argynvost. You want a hospital. You want a meeting with the sisters. You want to leave. It is a lot. I will tell you what. Today, you may take with you when you leave the Skull of Argynvost. If you leave behind my brother's sword, which is in your possession, I believe.
What are you talking about?
The Sun Sword, the Sky Warden of Sergei Von Zarovitch that you took from the Lycan's den and have been wielding like a toothpick.
A toothpick?
You will leave it in the place of the Skull of Argynvost. In return, you may take the skull safely, and I will institute the hospital and arrange the meeting with the sisters.
Why do you change the deal now?
That's the deal. I haven't offered anything.
No. Earlier the deal was we go and we save Tatiana / Ubadaba, and we get what we want. That was the deal.
No, you saved Tatiana.
Should we get it in writing? We can
Lots
handle
of
this
deals.
like businessmen.
Lots of deals happening at one time. You will seek out Irina. Rahadin will assure your protection. There is your payment. You will not die in the attempt. I think that is a worthy payment. But what you ask beyond this is extra. And I'm happy to entertain extra.
So why do you want that sword there so badly? If I had the sword.
You have the sword. It's right there.
What are you talking about? I roll persuasion
Camera
check to see if
points.
I can bullshit him.
Camera goes and views the sword.
You can attempt a persuasion check against Strahd.
Sergey's just like, what?
Yeah, very
This is-
Jim from The Office.
Yeah.
Oh God!
All right. Our boy at Strahd's got a big ass insight. So like, fucking good luck.
Okay, I rolled a 17.
17. I'll roll for him. I didn't know how this would play out, so let's let things
Fair.
play out.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
only fair.
Only fair.
We were already going to look for Irina.
I
Right?
help.
Hmm?
Is
Oh god, that's a Strahd
sorry.
zombie. No wonder. I was
is
like,
it
why is
enough for Jalin to say no? It's not. Would that be enough of a heads up to have some kind of a action time? Not reaction time, but action time.
possibly, though he does come up at a 32 to detect your
Yeah.
bullshit.
Bullshit.
It's a really big roll. He's got a really big modifier.
So what's his reply?
He just laughs. You are very amusing. Take the skull, leave the sword, you may leave safely. The hospital will be
Oh,
founded,
this
and you
thing.
shall be its mentor, and I will share with you, Valenta, the place where you will meet with your sisters.
As
Yeah.
he says
You want
that,
what
I'm just
in
like,
return?
I want that damn sword. It is
Oh, this
found-
Oh, this
payment
thing?
for everything.
and I pull it out and ignite it. Does his brother say
Sergey.
anything as I ignite it? Sergey.
Sergey. Man. Sergey. I didn't think about igniting the sword here. Sergey says, "Oh my god. Home. Oh god, you're with my brother. Okay. What's going on?"
Oh, I'm reading.
I see that. Are we fighting? Is that what's happening right now?
What? No,
My brother is
so-
a famed and honestly legendary warlord. He freed this whole land. My God, I do not like our chances against him. But a sword.
No, I was just bringing it out. He was asking about you, and I was trying to bullshit that you weren't here, but then he kind of saw that you were, so I'm like, oh, this thing. And, you know, I just figured, I don't know.
I am here. Strahd says that. Yes, that is the sword. It was.
Oh, this sword.
You must understand, it belonged to my brother before his untimely demise, and I greatly want it
What kind
returned
of
here in Castle Ravenloft, where he belongs, in his home.
Hey, Sergey, do you belong here?
I have to be completely honest. I'm just kind of an echo of a memory of Sergei. I'm not exactly all of Sergei, but yes, Castle Ravenloft was my home once. I'm rather nervous about this arrangement. It was.
Well, I thought you were just an echo of a consciousness. How can you be nervous?
I'm using words that you will understand. It's a strange thing. My brother was the last thing that I saw before my death.
Before
Also,
his.
while he's talking, I point the sword at Strahd, like, okay, what kind of toothpick are you wielding that wields like this? I swing it and I chop at a candle.
Yeah, the candle is easily chopped in half, melted. The remaining wick lights
I don't know.
from the sun sword, and
I don't know what kind of
Just
I don't know what kind of toothpicks you're wielding that are wielded like this, but I wouldn't put this in my mouth. I'll just say that. And then as I swing the sword around, the desserts are out, right?
yeah.
I use the sword to fling a cupcake right at Strahd.
All right, Kahn's gonna step in and grab Jalin and be like, "All right, we're done now, buddy." So
What are you talking about?
Make the ranged attack roll.
no, that was Kahn's attempt to stop before he does such a thing. He's flailing around like
That's happening.
a baboon at this point, and okay, well, never mind. Kahn doesn't do anything. Kahn lets him die.
Kahn can try.
Kahn's absolutely gonna let him do it. Nope,
We can
nope.
make
Kahn
an
stops.
attack roll at disadvantage. That's the best we can do.
No, if Kahn can't get there before to like stop it, he's like, whatever. Nope.
So,
You're doing great, buddy.
I don't know how much damage a cupcake is going to do, but
Not very
It's
much.
not the damage,
I
it's the
roll-
insult. It's like the
I
aggressive. It's
rolled
taunting Strahd with his brother. Literally.
I rolled a net 20.
Yeah.
The
Cupcake
sailed
thrown.
in slow motion as Kahn reaches out like, no.
I tried to leave, y'all wanted to stay, so.
Can I shoot the cupcake?
As Kahn's pulling out the pistol, it's just too late. It's a natural 20, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Wow, Doc pulls out the pistol. It's too late. The cupcake flies right at Strahd's face and passes right through it and splatters across the organ behind him as the visage of
You're not even here.
the
God.
the illusion of Strahd reasserts itself momentarily. The sword for the
But
skull.
technically, any
The
deal
hospital
we've
and
made,
the sisters. Find
no.
Irina,
Any deal
or
we
else.
make is
He
void.
snaps
You're
his
not
fingers.
here.
He snaps his fingers as you're shouting, and his entire image disappears. The lights in the room go out, the doors slam shut, and you are cloaked in darkness.
I don't
What a
fucking care.
chicken.
We go get the skull and head out. We're not leaving our flaming Cheeto over here.
That's it.
Flaming Cheetos?
Oh,
Who's the Cheeto?
Just do the hot Cheeto over here. That's a pecan right there. Whatever, chestnut.
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 That's not.
God bless.
The cupcake was great.
All right.
Exposed
That's
as the
the
big
thing.
chicken that Strahd is.
He's not even here. He's too
that's-
busy. He ain't got time for your shit.
That's
Busy,
that's the
my.
thing I roll
Hot.
a net 24.
That's the thing you're rolling at 24. I love it. Strahd's got an insanely high armor class. Like, hitting him is actually difficult.
Well, yeah,
and
he's
dispelling
not-
the illusion.
Yeah, he's not fucking here.
He's not fucking
Of course his armor class is high.
You are all shrouded in darkness. The doors slam shut at the behind you, and a wisp of a rumble of thunder shakes the floor, and you realize that your welcome has worn out. V, give me a history check to determine one very important piece of information right now.
Oh no,
I do have blind sight up to 15 feet.
You can see the rest of the room.
I do not.
I'm at a 16.
16's enough. You're not really supposed to know this, but you've lived in the castle, and given the construction of the castle, there is another exit from this room. There must be, given the dimensions of the
Location
building.
of it.
Besides the doors that lead to a squad of gargoyles and 4 hungry dragons. You're not sure what that exit is, but there simply must be another way out, because there are other rooms that exist on the other sides, and that otherwise wouldn't have access. You guys are in darkness in the room. Vargas Velakovich is drained of his dreams and his blood, and just sort of sprawled on the floor, still under
Maybe
the spell.
wasn't drinking his blood.
Oh, well, that's just from the loss of limbs. He's just sprawled on the floor. What are we doing?
Dead?
Not dead?
Is he dead?
Not dead unless you intended to kill him. It would be effortless to
No.
kill him if that was the intent.
Actually, give me a second. Where's my spell list? Come back, spell list. issue with having too many spells.
Switch to tense music as things get bad.
Yeah.
What are we doing, gang?
I kill him.
You kill him?
Yeah. And
Easy
I cast
as-
Animate Death.
Give me a description. What's that do?
The spell creates an undead servant. Choose a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small humanoid within range. Your spell imbues the target with a foul mimicry of life, raising it as an undead creature.
Let's go.
Target becomes a skeleton if you choose bones, or a zombie if you choose corpse. On each of your turns, you can use a bonus action to mentally command any creature you made with spell if the creature is within 60 feet of you. You decide what action the creature take and what it will, where it will move during its next turn. You can issue a general command such as to guard a particular chamber or corridor. If you issue no command, the creature only defends itself against hostile creatures. Once given an order, the creature continues to follow it until its task is to follow the order. Yeah, until the task is complete. Creature is under your control for 24 hours, after which it stops obeying any command you've given it. To maintain the control of the creature for another 24 hours, you must cast the spell on the creature again before the current 24-hour period ends. This use of the spell reasserts your control over up to 4 creatures you have animated with spell rather than animating a new one.
I love it. Vargas Velachkovich dies as you drain the last of his mind and reanimate his corpse as a zombie. Michi, you've got a zombie pal. Those of you who have dark vision can see this happen. Those of you without just hear kind of a gurgling noise. Tea time.
One of mine. He's one of mine. Down.
Okay. I thought I could see. Oh wait, hold up. I set this. Actually, the sword was still ignited.
I'm sorry.
So-
Yes, the sword is still ignited. I forgot. Yes, that is the only source of light in the room. You can see the and it's enough light that you're able to see the body of Vargas Velachkovich, one-legged zombie that it is, crawling.
The zombie on crutches.
Yeah, it'll have the
He
stat
still
block
got
of
the
zombie.
stick.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah,
a
but
little
I
black.
actually, I am okay with role-playing it in a way that he only has one arm. And
Yep, he only has one arm. That is a fact. Oh my god.
And he was using the other one to hold himself up, so I got an...
He's your boy for 24 hours. Noises echo through the halls, horrific sounds, crackles and such. What are you guys doing?
So, I guess we ain't going back the way we came in, or do we got to?
We need a skull.
It's in the basement, right?
It is.
Zara, where are you when I need you? Whatever your name was.
Take us to the basement, Volenta.
Oh, we're calling my whole name now, huh?
Well, we found out what it was.
I don't care for it.
What
I've
do you
always
care
been
for?
V to you guys.
Fine. We'll just keep calling you V then.
Thank you. He never called me V.
Wait, where's that one other invisible girl that we got?
She did not come to
Esmeralda.
dinner with you guys. She is in the castle somewhere.
Stella.
She wasn't invited.
Yeah, she's investigating the castle. She's not
Yeah, that's fair.
present in this room with you right now, to the best of your knowledge.
Could be dead.
Could be dead.
You
Could
guys-
be eaten by dragons.
You guys could make perception checks to see if you can possibly spot her if she is here.
Kahn wants to go over to the keyboard.
If she was
And-
here, he would have seen her.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
He probably sees illusions or whatever.
And I want to investigate the keyboard to see if there's any type of keys or anything else like that that might unlock something. That's the only thing he was really
Ooh, I
interacting
like
with.
that. Do I know how to get to the basement?
There is the most obvious route, which is the spiral staircase that you can see on the map across the hall from you guys. Granted,
That
along-
meant going out where the gargoyles were.
that is. There
well,
are
I
a
mean,
couple of
what's his
routes
name?
downstairs, but that's the
What's
most.
his name has to join us.
Yeah.
We're not like actually
butler.
completely unwelcome here. We just have to leave to do his bidding. So I say let's just walk out.
Yeah, we need the skull to do our
Yeah.
bidding.
Exactly.
Kahn, give me your check first.
20.
You said that first? Jesus.
I'm guessing all his minions are here to make sure that I leave the sword here.
Well, are they gonna follow us in the basement?
With Kahn's
Oh, no.
20 check, 20 is actually the DC. As you go
Nice.
over and check out the organ, you notice scratch marks on the floor that suggest that the organ could be slid outward.
I'm gonna use a
Slide
strength
it.
check.
You can do a strength check if you like, yeah.
Ooh, Doc can play the organ.
Or Doc can play the organ, also available.
Yeah, I mean that's fine too. That makes more sense, honestly.
I mean, what if there's keys that make it slide?
Well, yeah, that's what his original thought was.
Oh, yeah. I love
So
it.
once he would have discovered that, he probably would have hollered for Doc and be like, "Hey, Doc, why don't you play a sweet tune?"
Doc starts playing Dixieland, but in a minor key.
Ooh, Dixieland in a minor key. It is glorious and haunting and evil. And give us a performance check. Doc! Add your proficiency bonus. You're proficient with keyboard type instruments, right?
Yeah.
I guess performance isn't the right thing. It's a piano check.
Well, that'd be performance.
Yeah, it'd be like a performance. It's like a tool. It's like a tool proficiency.
18.
Okay.
You play Dixieland perfectly. Oh, beautifully. It moves everyone's soul a little bit, just how beautiful this is. And as he finally descends and he kind of figures out, organs are a little out of your range. You're used to pianos and they have the foot pedals, right? And as you and as you're playing, you get used to the foot pedal thing that also play tones. And at the very end of the song, you play the lowest one. And the seat and the organ and everything slides out from the wall, revealing a passageway behind it.
Well, that's it.
Our exit.
In Barovia land, we take our stand to be reborn in Barovia. With Strahd, to live forever in Barovia.
Heading into this
Is-
back room.
Yeah, is it
The
lit?
vamps will rise again.
There is a very small amount of moonlight coming through tiny slits in the wall. There are arrow slits all along the walls in this room, about 2 inches wide, 3 inches wide, and several feet tall, defensive positions. There's also an array of mirrors, just tons of mirrors in this room. Tall, small, wide, round, you name it, they're all here.
Okay, so we see all that information with the dim light that we.
Yeah,
have
there's
for-
enough light to kind of recognize, like, okay, that's a mirror.
I wasn't sure if I needed to throw my sword on or not for light. But
We'll
doesn't
call
seem
it dim. We'll call it dim light, dimly lit. This particular
Okay.
room.
Do I know if he has a reflection?
He does not.
Have I ever seen this passageway?
No.
Holy shish kebab. This castle belonged to somebody who is trying to protect themselves against him.
Oh.
Well, what makes you
If
think
they
that?
have... He doesn't have a reflection. They were making sure that they could see if it was a vampire amongst their midst. Anybody protecting from this position would have a reflection. If suddenly there's somebody next to you who doesn't have one, they're the enemy. Were there more vampires? Why do I not remember any of?
It's before your time.
Kahn follows the hallway in a little bit of a
Well,
hurry.
what about the base?
As you guys head down the hallway. Yeah. There you go.
I guess I'll be the one forward since I got the light.
Cool. Jalin leads the way with the sun sword out ahead of him. As you turn the corner, there is you can see at the end of the hall a spiral staircase leading both up and down at the far end of this hall. On the map, you might notice the turret off to one side that also has arrow slits all the way around it and assortments of mirrors all over the place.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, Kahn is. He can't go the other way, so the only way out is forward. So he's going forward. And I don't think he sees that the stairway goes up and down. He probably just sees a stairway.
Yep.
So yeah, he's going forward.
Let's go. Give me half a second. I'm gonna resolve
You're fine.
this.
I'm assuming I'm gonna have to make rolls to not get
Dead.
pin cushioned.
You might. Do you know, I actually put bookmarks in my thing so that I wouldn't lose track of things, and now I'm losing track of things. Where the fuck is 11? It's 11, right? I think it's 11. Oh, shit. There it is. Yep, there it is. Okay. Transition to Ravenloft 11. Unless anyone is opposed, we'll head down the stairs, yeah? Nothing happens in the hallway.
Not opposed.
Yeah, if he saw the staircase does go down, he would have for sure gone down.
Let's go.
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool feature. Good job, guys. You guys are smart, man.
Julian's
We
smart.
got cool, smart friends. You guys are cool. I like you
Quit
guys.
saying you guys. Julian's smart. I just ask for things. That's all I do.
Look, the
Oh,
asking.
so you're the Steve Jobs of the equation. Got it.
The useless one? Yeah, I'll take that. that sounds about right.
You're.
He's
Oh,
doing something.
All right, down the hall we go. Oh my god, into room K64.
Wait, did we move maps?
Yes, I sent the thing. I will also put it in the chat, because I do know that
Okay, yeah, I was
once,
gonna say I didn't get it this time.
yeah, once in a while, it doesn't always go through, and I have suspicions as to what that might be about, but anyway, boom. Also in the chat. Uh, 64, 68, 69, and 67. Got it. This place is massive. 12 fucking levels. Okay. 64 is
It's
what I
12
said
levels?
first. There are 12 levels of Castle Ravenloft. The long, hollow sigh of the wind breathes a semblance of life into the otherwise featureless staircase leading down to area... Jesus Christ. 68. Whoa. 68. This 10-foot wide anchored corridor is cold and moist. The cold seems to emanate from the open archway in the western wall. As you guys come down the stairs, you are met with a hallway here, and it's dark. It is black. There is absolutely no light source down here besides Sergei's sword, which I think I can
Are there
actually...
torches or anything?
Nothing. This is the basement, man.
I think I have dark vision, right? I mean,
It'd be weird if you didn't.
Ah!
yeah, my first thing.
Oh god. I think I did 100,000. My bad. Sorry, gang.
That's a big line.
Making it... Oh, shit.
Right.
Delete. Trying again. Draw mode. We'll just do 100. Enter. Boom. Okay, that should be a nice little yellow circle, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Boom. Light. Oop. More or
And
less.
all, and Serena said, let there be light, and thus there was light. I don't think that's how it goes, but we'll just go with it.
Oh. I'll even move it kind of right here as you guys get up to that area. He's kind of shining it ahead of you. There's a doorway out ahead of you and a black room off to the left. What are we doing, gang?
So which way, y'all?
Shit.
Open every door, find the skull.
Moving.
Yeah.
Object there.
He said it's in a big room with other trophies. If it's not a big room with trophies, we move on.
Okay.
And we
We
close
just-
the door behind us. Just for good measure.
We are
just
the
start-
yellow.
I guess I'll take a.
Yep.
I'll take a peek in the room on the left. Can I see anything from just the entrance?
Sure. Kind of that room, right? That is room number.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what you can see. 69. You see 69 written on the floor. Let's
It's
see
just-
here.
It's just two dicks.
Sickly, yellow,
You gotta
lichen.
get into position.
All right,
to
is it
activate
lichen or lichen? L-I-C-H-E-N. Because now I don't even trust myself.
It's
Lichen.
lichen.
Go ahead. But a lichen is a werewolf. God damn it. If I say
It's
lichen,
lychee.
you'll think there's a werewolf in there. Sickly yellow, L-I-C-H-E-N, pronounced as preferenced, covers the ceiling of this cold, damp, 10-foot wide passageway running east and west. Opening off both sides of this passage are 10-foot square alcoves that contain rotting cots, rags, and the skeletal remains of castle guards. A deathly silence fills the hall.
This ain't a trophy room. These are the quarters. And then I head to the room ahead of us.
What direction were the lichen facing?
Bow. Lichen face in a direction? I was unaware of this. They cover the ceiling and floor and walls of this cold, damp, 10-foot passageway. But emphasis on the ceiling. They're on the ceiling.
Okay.
Jalin, you said you were checking the other door? Are you thinking on that?
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, this is just a hallway. I'm not interested in that.
Crack the door at the other end. Looking into Area 67, we see this one's got a big block on it. Where's it at? There it is. Yeah, slide open the door, shine the sun sword inside. Still dark, but you see dark stains cover the floor of this area. Large oak tables, scarred and beaten, lie like toys about the room. Their wood crushed and splintered. Replacing them are furnishings made entirely of human bones. The walls and the 20-foot-high vaulted ceiling are a sickly yellow color, not because of faded or time-worn plaster, but because they are adorned with bones and skulls arranged in a morbidly decorative fashion, giving
Oh my god.
giving the room a cathedral-like quality. 4 enormous mounds of bone occupy the corners of this ossuary, and garlands of skulls extend from these mounds to the chandelier of bones that hangs from the ceiling above a long table, which is also constructed of bones in the center of the room.
I
10
have
chairs.
died and gone to heaven.
So, guys, I think I found the
There's
trophy
more.
room.
10 chairs made of bones and
What makes you think
festooned.
that?
10 chairs made of bones and festooned with decorative skulls surround the table, surrounding atop which is an ornate bowl-shaped vessel made of yet more bones. The door to the north and south are sheltered in bone,
Let me
and the
guess.
steel-banded double doors in the center of the east wall are not. Above
Wait. Let me guess. Made of bones.
Don't say it. Wait,
There's more.
Just one little problem here. Lichen do not grow in the dark.
Dark magic, man. I don't know. Above, there's more. Above these eastern doors is mounted the skull of a dragon. I made it through that description. That was a pretty ridiculous description, as descriptions go.
I am in fucking heaven. Who of you killed me?
It was Kahn.
I mean,
That
yeah,
tracks.
deal.
Thank you.
Ew, no. I didn't do it then. Don't think. Gross.
This is incredible.
Doc
your
makes,
guys' one is up there. I want
Doc
that
makes a potion.
Okay.
Yep.
Hold on, let me get to the right situation here. With the vial of devil's blood.
Let's go. Oh, right.
All right,
And-
who?
Oh, go ahead.
Uh-huh.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Who feels strong enough to carry this skull out of here?
Hey, Kahn, that's a you thing, right?
So yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm not necessarily worried about the strength, but the, stealth of removing a giant dragon's skull. Do we have a way to shrink it?
Amen.
The skull is large, is the size of a person. I actually have details on it. It weighs 250 pounds.
Does anybody have a bag of holding by chance?
What if we put wheels on it?
I can carry it. I can definitely carry it, but I was just
Alright.
thinking of,
Drink
stealth.
this. And he shoves a potion in Khan's mouth.
Yep.
Okay.
And I promised you a potion of giant strength, and when I looked it up, I discovered that there are multiple potions of giant strength. So, Doc, would you please roll a d6 for me?
What?
A d6. We're just gonna do it at random.
4.
4. Kahn, you get a potion of cloud giant strength. That sets your strength score to 27.
Freak. 27?
27 for 1 hour.
Holy majority.
This was made with devil's blood.
Hold on.
This is
Yeah, I gotta
super
figure out the
potent,
math for that right quick.
Powerful shit.
One moment. For every 2. Okay, so I'm gonna mute myself while I do the math, and you
Do
guys.
the math. This Khan's just muscles bulge. he grows another 2 inches for strangely. Just this big old figure. As he drinks this thing. The skull of Argynvost. As you guys approach the skull, and as he's drinking that, there is a sort of circling mist in the room. A soft, just mist around the room, sort of expectantly, and you all get the feeling like you're being watched.
Gotta ruin the watch me, you fucking perverts.
On waves, because he has a +8 to his strength. He's. Hi, Mom.
It's feeling good, huh? For an hour.
He's feeling real good right now.
He's got it for an hour.
Yeah, so I huck it on my shoulder like it's physically nothing. I go, alright, so what do we do?
Tequila.
You know what? Why don't I just punch the wall out? And then we'll just run away.
You're underground.
I'll punch the wall out.
You think that'll stop it?
You know what? Why don't I just crumble this entire building? I'll just punch the supports, and we're all good.
I picture
Take out
Kahn
the
just
support
like,
beam.
despite
put it
your,
on.
Yeah, absolute strength, this ungodly amount of strength you have, like, it's still huge. It's still the size of a medium creature. Like, it's
So awkward. It's like when you're carrying furniture. It's actually light. It's just huge. So you're trying to find a grip on it.
Yeah. I want it to rest on my head. And then I want to go,
No, you do that towards whoever's watching you.
Yeah.
It's like Mushu with the big dragon.
The mist in the room grows a little bit stronger and a little bit stronger, and you guys just feel a little bit more unsettled.
All right, let's get out of here.
You have the
Kahn
skull.
He starts leaving.
Okay, back the way you came, or there are other doors in this room, which the map shows. I mean, deal with it.
V, you got any,
Yeah, this is what you think.
You've never been to this room, V. This is outside of your realm.
But we don't know that, so.
Right, I'm just letting you
No,
know.
I already
So you
didn't
could
know.
BS us.
I already didn't know the room with the mirrors. Holy shit.
I know, but I didn't know if you wanted to, like, BS us or not.
Well, V, you are our tour guide.
He hates walking. He's got teleportation stations,
It does.
and there's one, but it's broken.
There's a
Let's get the broken one then.
There's a teleportation station further down.
Continue opening doors. I have an idea, but it's crazy. I'd rather not get us into trouble again.
Roger, roger.
Remember that time when I called some demons?
I thought you did that on purpose.
Oh yeah, I did.
Devils. They were devils.
Devils, whatever.
Devils, demons,
Big difference.
whatever they are.
Yes, I apologize to Zariel.
I'm sorry.
She is
I didn't mean to be racist towards devils and demons. I'm sorry I didn't distinguish you from each other.
The nearest door, V, as you crack it open, it's a long corridor. The hall stands in deadly silence. Heavy beams support the sagging 10-foot ceiling. Fog clings to the floor, obscuring everything that lies less than 3 feet above it. A giant shadow lurches across the ceiling as a dark figure shuffles purposefully down the corridor towards you.
DM. Check your DMs.
Check my DMs. Roger.
Are you in the DMs right now?
I'm a slipping and a sliding. I'm a snake.
I'm a man.
Yeah, mostly an empty hallway and a shadow of some figure purposefully marching down it towards you. What's your idea? What's your plan? There are routes down to the teleportation station, not far from here. This hallway, I'll tell you that you recognize on the map to the south. This spiral staircase over here leads down towards that area. You've just never gone through this door that you're inside of right now.
Oh. Cool.
But there is the figure in the hall to contend with.
Put him up.
Okay.
It's like been 3 hours.
Yep, I'm tracking. Make a call. Make a call. Big call right here. What are we doing? You guys have the skull on your shoulders.
Did Kahn see where V went?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Kahn
she's right next to you.
follows. Okay, then
We're
Kahn.
following me.
Yeah, okay, I wasn't sure.
We are getting at our time here. We're actually well
Book.
over our time here.
Book help. Book help.
Book is still silent.
Yeah.
What are you, scared?
No book friends today.
Does Kahn see the figure moving towards him?
If you peek your eyes through the door, yeah, you can see a little figure down the hallway, casting a rather large shadow. Down over in... Down toward the end of the hall.
Kahn puts... Kahn knows that Doc has range. Hey Doc, I'm gonna leave this here. And he puts the skull down for a second, unsheathes his black flame sword, and starts to go towards it. He just goes, there's only one way out of this.
That's right.
Okay, you're going straight to violence?
Where's the butler?
The Chamberlain? Not around
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah, he hasn't joined us yet.
Oh.
Okay, I'm with you, Khan. I will cast magic circle around you and me.
Let's go.
Okay. I'm also going to get as close as I think I can until he might see me. Actually, I'm just gonna roll a stealth check and see how close I can get.
Do it.
Before, yeah. I want to get around 10 foot in his vicinity. And then I want to be able to do something specific. Stealth?
Start seeing.
17.
Oh, sorry.
17?
Mm-hmm.
The light is coming from... what little light exists in this room is coming from a little thing that he's holding. A little lantern that he's carrying. And he's kind of shining it around, looking between doors and behind him and in front of him. You get very close, actually. 17's very good. His perception is not great, and he rolled not great. So, as you get closer, you get a glimpse of this guy, a squat little figure. As he kind of shining the light around, he's moving towards you. If he continues this way, he will definitely illuminate you, but you're within 10 feet of him at this point.
That's fine. I'm going to use Wraith, and I'm going to disappear into the shadows and pop up behind him as soon as he turns around to march a different way.
Oh,
And I'm going to Wraith behind him, and I'm going to whisper in his ear, "Run, while your life depends on it."
Ooh. Oh, that's good. Intimidation check.
He believes in the spirits.
Yes.
I have advantage.
Let's go.
I needed it.
Damn it. I'm just gonna have to borrow. I knew I should have made a token for this character. I had a feeling. I was like, they might go down that hallway.
It's 9.
It's
The
9 for
dilemma of the
intimidation.
DM.
Boom. It's gonna be this one. Fuck it. We haven't used this one in a while. It's one of those mongrel folk. It'll do. Ignore what it is. Just accept that it is. Okay. 9 intimidation against his wisdom.
Why do I not have any pluses to intimidation?
3 total.
I have advantage, but not.
3
My
total.
gosh.
I need to figure that out.
The figure, now that you're this close to it, oh my god, now that you're this close to it, you can see that it is a, a mongrel folk, kind of like what you saw back at St. Markovi's Abbey, and it starts and runs off, frightened, it just runs up the stairs off over this way and is just fleeing, terrified of whatever the hell was that was. He's just a little mongrel folk servant that fled. The hall is once again cloaked in darkness, and you guys are at your dispense.
Open every door.
You know the one. It's this one to the south that leads to the staircase heading down.
Yeah, I would have gone back to regroup with them and to be like, he's gone, obviously. And kind of look to V again.
4. We are so over time, but I really want to get you guys out of this castle.
Like,
Okay.
Because we won't have a day together again for a while.
Yeah. I get that.
Let's take the teleport.
We won't have March?
Blue powder.
Um,
What's happening next week?
I mean, this wouldn't
Tor
was
will
about
be out
to say,
for the
this
next
wouldn't
2.
be the worst.
I called out. I mean, if you guys think that you can.
This works out. Give me 10 minutes. Because actually that staircase is the one you need. If you guys are willing to follow V, the spiral staircase leads down to this other half of the map. If you zoom way out, you can see it. I will remove the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
I'm willing. There's no other choice, really.
Boom.
Gotcha. Okay.
Boom. Wait, I'll move you guys down into the area. The zombie is
Ah,
following.
okay, I see it.
There are
Yep.
a lot of potential. I don't have a token for it, but there's a lot of potential fights that you guys actually evaded by going this route. I just have to find the thing for it. Give me a moment. God. Okay. This room is 30 square feet, rising to a 20-foot tall ceiling. The stone brazier, a stone brazier, burns fiercely in the center of the room, but its tall white flames produce no heat. The rim of the brazier is carved with 7 cup-shaped indentations spaced evenly around the circumference. Within each indentation is a spherical stone, twice the diameter of a human eyeball, and made of colored crystals. No two stones are alike. Overhead, a wood frame hourglass as tall and wide as a dwarf hangs 10 feet above the brazier, suspended from the ceiling by thick iron chains. All the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run down to the bottom. Written in glowing script on the base of the hourglass is a verse in common. Additionally, 2 9-foot-tall iron statues of knights on horsebacks, poised to charge with swords drawn, stand in deep alcoves facing each other. The brazier sits between them. And I'll tell you guys that as soon as you enter, these 2 figures, these 2 stone figures on horseback, begin to animate and begin to move and begin to look at V. You have but a few moments to act. A brazier in the center with gems all the way around. Additionally, several of the gems have been shattered, but several are still intact. There's a verse in common written on there that you could take a moment to read, but we only have a moment.
I'm not gonna lie, Kahn's instinct was to be like, Doc, shoot the gem.
The
jam?
replace thing. I've used these before.
Mhm.
You have to put the correct gem into the.
Never mind, don't shoot the gem.
Shoot, I'm never good at these.
You have to put the correct gem.
Could you tell me the details one more time so I can help
Absolutely.
evaluate?
Do them for me.
Absolutely. There's a brazier in the center of the room, flaming but producing no heat. Surrounding it are bowls. Each bowl holds a colored gem. There is a script written in common at the base of this entire structure, which I can read you if you would like me to. But it's
A brazier. What's a brazier?
it's like a torch, but a big one.
It's like
It's
a little,
flaming?
It's like a pot. Yeah.
But
It's
it's
supposed
not.
to be, but it's not
It's
a
a-
light. Yeah.
It's not a light, like it's not on.
It's lit. It's
Yeah.
flaming, but producing no heat. It's just a white
No
flame, magical white flame, but no heat.
And then there's bowls of water with gemstones of different colors
The gemstones of different colors. Yes,
in the bowls of water.
correct.
And then what's the inscription?
The
read?
inscription. Oh shit! I shouldn't have turned the page. I'm coming up to it. A moment. Just a moment. I got you, gang. Son of a bitch. 78.
I don't think that's the inscription.
Got your gang, bitch.
Cast a stone into the fire. Violet and leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek. Green where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to ancient magic's womb. And yellow to the master's tomb. Which that was a lot.
Say the first
The
one
green
again.
was broken.
The green one is broken. Violet
Green
is the
is
first
green
one
one.
that leads to the mountain spire. Orange
Fire.
leads. Yeah,
That's to Markovia, right?
no telling. Orange to the castle peak. The colors I think are. I think the colors are less important. Mountain spire, castle's peak. If lore is what you seek, where that one's broken. The Master's
One was
Bride.
to the Master's
None of
Bride.
them. None of them sounded right, except maybe the Spire one.
Yeah, I agree.
I choose Violet.
To the Mountain Spire.
Actually, now,
It's
the
out.
way this works, whoever throws a stone in, that's the whole group, right? Or is that just one person?
It's hard to tell, but it seems reasonable to think so.
We're all just gonna hug.
Yeah, hold my hand.
Yeah, we can all step
No
into
homo.
it.
Also, you have moments
Actually-
to act as the Iron Golems
I was
begin
gonna say-
to draw their swords and charge
Before-
toward V.
No, we're doing this quickly. Violet,
yeah.
go.
Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, but okay, y'all can do that. I'm gonna let y'all do that. And as they do that, I'm gonna grab the indigo one and throw it in.
Indigo?
Okay.
God.
I'm gonna.
Fuck, I turned the page. 78
There's
is what
one I
said.
have my eyes on. I'm going to grab the yellow one, but not throw it in. I'm stealing the yellow gem.
Yellow to the Master's Tomb. You're going to steal that? Alright, add that to your inventory. Indigo leads to the Master's Bride, and Violet leads to the Mountain Spire. It sounds like you guys are both reaching for different gems. I love it. It's a tense moment. You're like, oh, I have an idea. Oh, I have an idea. You guys grab the gems and go to throw them. Let's find out who throws the gem first.
Mine. No. Mine.
yeah.
No,
not
between the
for
Violet
now.
and Indigo. Yeah.
Oh, the two of you. Okay.
I'm just holding my
Yeah, we were going for the same gems.
This is a very atypical use of initiative, I think. But yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say.
just Doc and
Hold up.
Jalin, give me the initiative check, and whoever's higher gets their gem in the fire first.
Let me see. Hold up. Initiative. Where you at?
Oh,
Okay.
I should probably check something.
19.
19.
18.
Ooh, oh my god.
Super close.
Super
Rolled a 15
close.
on the
Oh my
dice, 3
god.
dice.
Holy shit.
That's wild.
V, what is your armor class?
What?
16.
I'm solving
no.
6 things at once, guys. Just hang with me.
Okay.
Okay.
No, you're doing great, man.
As Doc and Jalin grab gems, Jalin by an inch, like, pushes the hand and throws the indigo gem in. The fire lights up indigo, and a sort of portal appears. You can barely see through it, but it seems like something is on the other side, just as one of the knights swings in and hits V with its sword for 12 points of slashing damage, V.
Go, B.
It takes a second swing and misses. The other knight is not close enough to V to attack, because I imagine you're on one side of the brazier, and you guys would have to be here, and I'm not sure where you would be, Kahn.
I don't either. I just have the skull. That's all I know, man.
Awesome. It is going to try and push its way past, but Kahn, you are between it and V. It's taking its action to try and get to V and stop you guys from going through the portal. I'll give you an action here to prevent that eventuality. This golem's intent is to stop you guys from going through. But Kahn, you'll be the closest to it. The one hit V as the portal is lighting up. This other one is coming in to try and stop you guys. Kahn, you're the closest.
It's I throw the skull in, and and I'm turning to push, tackle. Yeah, push.
Let's go.
Push.
Make a strength
The
check.
golem.
Acrobatics, I
Yeah,
think,
I
is
know.
what this is. With your newly modified
Acrobatics
thing.
or athletics?
Or-
Athletics.
is
I'm
dex.
sorry,
Yeah,
athletics.
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 Oh my
He
god.
just tumbles right over him. Oh no.
Not gonna be great, even with a +8.
He's got a 5.
Mm.
So
I rolled a 5 on my die as well, so I
Oh my
have
God.
my modifiers 7.
Well, it's +8, right?
Yes, both proficiency, so 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have a 16. Or, yeah, I have a 16.
awesome. Easily dominate this guy with 5. Yeah, a little awkward given your new muscles, but it rolls in and you're just able to grab hold of the iron horse and shove it to one side. The skull falls through the portal and disappears. We jumping in?
Yeah. That was the whole purpose of me throwing the skull in and
Sick.
like keeping that out was to then jump in.
Doc, you look like you've got something.
No.
Okay,
Nope.
jump in. The golems are swinging and attacking and roaring, but you all jump through, and as swords narrowly miss you guys with the Skull of Argynvost, and are instantly just assailed with cold and just a bitter cold as the portal behind you snaps shut. And we'll find out where you find yourselves next time, as you have escaped Castle Ravenloft with the Skull of Argynvost and did not leave the Sun Sword behind. That's a big deal. You have robbed Strahd Von Zarovitch.
Wah.
I'm
a
the
big
rogue.
bad
Why would
cat.
I? I'm the rogue. Why would I not?
He said to take any rug in the house.
Y'all have made some big decisions here. But you've made it
He also
out.
made a big decision by being a bitch and not being at the meeting.
Yeah, that was
he lost him
wrong. He did us
points.
dirty. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to play like that? We're gonna play like this.
So maybe it was a good thing I threw the cupcake.
Maybe. Well,
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out. You guys are all very
I'll
chilly
ask
and very
Sergey.
cold. Well,
I
yeah,
was gonna
Sergey.
say, I'll ask Sergey. Hey, you didn't mind I used you to toss a cupcake, do you?
It was very indignant, but I mean, it seems to have turned out for the best.
All right.
All right. That's that. Thank you guys. This is Joy. I'm so sorry we ran so late, but it's going to be a minute till we can all have co-line timing. And as for the internet, thank you for hanging out and keep your wits about you on your own adventures through the mists. Bye.
Bye.
Waiting room.
Bye.